Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand. I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body if I give you my time. Can you snatch my soul from me? I don't want to wait. Come take me where I've been before. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body, whole body. Come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini. Passing like the solar eclipse. Be watching and you blow me a kiss. It's your moment, baby, don't listen. Come and cut the eye you're reading my lips. They say I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini.
Give me up, give me up, give me up, hey, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're one of our flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Turn your love, don't think you can make my way come wrong. If you let me, treasure like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. When I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like you. No, I love it. I don't like you. No, I love it.
All out, turn the beat up. Hey, now I'm glad to meet ya. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah, think about it now, blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just out. I'm like, ain't no problem, all my wrongs are right. All right. I don't like it, I love it. I got another coming in my budget. I got an anaconda in my trusty. Don't push it, cause I'ma hit it till I jackpot. That's right, wax on, baby, wax off. Act right, we can put it on the black card all night and I'll spend it.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words, I just go. Set the roof on fire, gonna burn this mother down, 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 down. Go set the roof on fire, gonna burn this mother down, 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 down.
What if I hurt you? What if I leave you? What if I find somebody else and I don't need you? What if this goes south? What if I mess you up? Say what if I break your heart and do then what? Well, I feel girl, but not so bad. We make your mind up, I gotta ask. What if I was made for you and you were made for me? What if this is it? What if it's meant to be? What if I one of them to play some game? What if I was for when you don't last years, what if all of these things, baby, I'm going to change your mind? What if I left
DJ Insane.
Welcome to March 20th.
National Ravioli Day. National Ravioli Day.
Ravioli is one of Italy's most popular pastas.
It's a very popular day for pasta lovers. It's National Ravioli Day.
Ravioli, so let's
That better be ravioli.
You should try the ravioli.
do you have ravioli?
Ah, what's ravioli? Happy National Ravioli Day.
Ravioli, my favorite. Ravioli.
It's showtime.
It is showtime. Wednesday, March 20th. It is 2024. I'm Andrew C. Good morning, Kelly Latz. Kelly Latz is here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's just me and you today.
We're the lone wolf.
Right? Are you are you a ravioli fan?
I kind of am.
Here's the thing about ravioli. I like ravioli. I love the idea of ravioli, but every time I order it, I'm like, I'm going to buy ravioli. I'm going to get ravioli. I bite into it, and I'm always underwhelmed by the flavor. But I love it. I know. Huh? I love the idea of it, like stuff with cheese and stuff with meat, and it sounds delicious. And you eat it, and I'm like,
You know,
okay.
I get you. I get you on that. It's not every time I get it. I always think, especially like the other day, I got it with mushrooms, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing, and it was okay.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's interesting. I had a friend that used to take those Chef Boyardee raviolis, you know, in the can, and he would make sandwiches out of them.
Yeah,
I didn't get it either.
I can't.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so this one is interesting to me, Kel. A real estate agent.
Oh.
When you say what's your number one thing that makes you successful?
Communication.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would think it would be not burning the house down that you're showing.
That would be pretty.
I thought that would be high on your list.
Yeah, that would be high on my list.
Okay,
for
good.
Sure.
Okay, good, because I was starting to worry. But there is a real estate agent in Australia got in some hot water a while back when she accidentally burned a multi-million-dollar property to the ground while preparing for an open house. The house had renters at the time, and the agent was running around, tidying a few things up. Well, she noticed some bedding that was hanging out back to dry and thought it looked bad. So she balled it all up, took it downstairs, and threw it on a shelf under a lamp. She then turned the light on. After about 20 minutes later, a major fire broke out and a majority of the house was burned down to the studs. They later determined that it started because of the bedding and the basement light. Apparently, the light heated the blankets up, which were right up against it. They caught fire, and it tore through the house. So the court had to go to court. The case has just been decided. The owner told a judge that the real estate agent admitted it was her fault, telling him, "Oh my God, I think I burned your house down." She even suggested that it was the bedding that probably did it. But in court, she argued that the owner and the renters were to blame because she wasn't aware the lamp would cause anything on the shelf like that to heat up. So in the end, the court ruled that the real estate agent's negligence was at fault, saying she actively created the risk of fire and the consequent harm. So the company she worked for was ordered to pay the damages to both the homeowner and the renters who lost all their belongings in the fire.
Do you fire your real estate agent after that?
Plus, I mean, does she get any more work?
Like, I don't know.
If you can't not burn my house down, I really can't use your services, unfortunately. Have you ever had any issues? Like, obviously you haven't burned a house down, but have you had any issues?
No, nothing major, nothing that I couldn't fix, prior. I mean, there's been times when like I've had an open house and somebody at the open house breaks something. That has happened.
Oh. Listen, Kelly is the real estate agent god. She helps one of her clients move into their place yesterday and pretty much broke her toe in the process.
I did.
What happened?
I dropped a chair on it, and I think my nail is going to go. You know how that happens when you damage it, bruises, and then your nail.
You lose the nail.
Oh my gosh! Just for sandal season.
I know. You know what's weird is how vulnerable your toes are. Like, I don't know how many times I've been around the house with no shoes on, and you'll drop something. It doesn't even seem that that big of a drop, and it doesn't even hurt that much at first. But then all of a sudden, like throughout the day, you're like, "Oh my God, what is it? Why is my toe? Oh yeah, I dropped that thing." And it's your toes are very vulnerable. It's a scary place for toes in this world.
I'm in pain as we speak. I have slippers on.
Do you really?
Oh my God, that's not like you at all.
No.
Yes, I'm in pain.
Wow, poor Kelly.
But if you sell your house and you want me to help you move, I will. If
He's
you
on
sell
it.
with me.
How did that come about? Like who? I've never heard of a real estate agent going and
Oh my
helping
gosh.
someone move.
Are you kidding? I've done everything. I've moved so many.
Like, did they ask you?
No. This was a friend of mine, and
all right.
so she had a car full, and I said, let me, I'll follow you to the house and help you. And she goes, oh, you don't have to. I'm like, yeah, no. Let's drink the rest of this champagne at your house, and, for sure.
Wow. So obviously you're a real estate agent, you're working 24/7, 7 days a week. I mean, you really don't have full days off. You're always working. You're always doing something. Kind of a lot of people do that, but we've been talking about this a couple times, and it's come up again. They just did a new survey that says 9 to 5, Monday through Friday ain't a thing no more. We're not doing it anymore. It's just not a thing. 5 days a week, 9 to 5 does not work for people anymore. 57% of Americans say, no, we're good on that. It's not going to be a thing anymore. And we've talked about this, and I happen to agree. I think that was arbitrary. It was an arbitrary thing that America started. And I just don't think that it can be a thing anymore.
I'm glad you don't think it could be a thing anymore.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Oxygen, I don't think it's a thing anymore.
Oxygen,
you know what?
will always be a thing.
57% of people decided that oxygen ain't a thing anymore. And so you know what? A lot of you people been doing this old school breathing. We're past that. Now we're doing nitrogen. That's right. We're just breathing nitrogen. That's right. Because
where do I get it from?
Oxygen is just dumb.
We're just done giving 75% of our days to the man.
Tell me what you accomplishing.
The man.
Who's the man?
Whoever's giving you a paycheck is the man.
Whoever's giving me a paycheck is the man. The man that allows me to sleep under a roof, provide electricity, eat. That's the man. Thank you, the man.
We are a 4-day society now.
No, we're not.
I just decided.
We
Does
are
that count for radio?
No. we just are. We're a 4-day society. Right, that's about 60% of our days we spend working, and that's about a fair exchange. Matter of fact, there's been story after story about how people are having hard times getting people back into work because they've been working from home and hard to get them back in the job, so they want to get them back in the office full time. Well, you have to give something up, so it's 4 days now. You need to come back in the office 4 days. I'll give you that 5th day back. So we're gonna go 4 and 3, and then we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing. That's just the way it should be.
No.
Why do you want to do it old? Why do you want to do it the old way anymore?
Explain to me why it should be this way. Tell me why.
Because no one should own 75% of my life, of my days.
No one should.
I don't think
you shouldn't have to give up anything. There should be
60%.
such thing as sacrifice to get what you want.
You're such
it is the craziest thing in the world. I don't want to work 5 days. Well, I guarantee you, if we put all the time that you spend at work and we added it all up in productivity, you have not given me 5 days. I guarantee you haven't given me 3 days.
Dude, for someone that works for the man, you are sure love to stick up for the man.
Because I'm sick of this victim me, poor me. Everybody look at me. My problems are bigger than your problems. My problems are bigger than the collective.
It's not
me.
Aren't you glad he came in today?
It's not victim.
It is.
It's a reimagining of our lives. It's a prioritization of our lives.
Reprioritizing is wrong. It is wrong because nobody is that important that you have to say, I am an individual above all others and my time is important. What are you doing? What is that extra day for? Is it for Oprah? Is it for, what are you doing?
Don't worry about what my extra day is for, bitch.
Tell me again. Tell me again how you're helping, how you're bettering because of this extra day you're getting.
Because you're not 4 days. These 4 days, I'm going to give you more quality because I'm more rested.
No, you're not. Because now all of a sudden my Thursday is turned into my Friday, and now the production that I don't get on Friday, now I don't get on Thursday because now your Thursday is Friday.
This is a world record. We have a phone call in at 6:17 in the morning. 419-464-9292. Hello.
Good morning, and it's your favorite caller, Crystal.
It's our best caller. Yes, Crystal, go ahead.
So I hate to kind of just agree with Dee, but the people who you are pitching to work the 4-day work week are the ones who work for the man. Most entrepreneurs who have their own business work 24/7, so therefore we work less.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me again, who's this benefiting? Like all of a sudden,
whatever, Crystal.
Are you taking your? Are you now going down to 4 days?
I get 4 weeks. I get 3 weeks of vacation plus a week off at Christmas time because my business is shut down. Plus all the holidays off with pay. So, and I don't have to worry about if I'm going to have a paycheck because they're giving it to me.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you,
Crystal.
Whatever.
Crystal. Her middle name should be Clear. It's crystal clear.
I have a text message in at 419-345-3375. I love my 8 to 5, 4 weeks vacation, working 24/7. No, thank you. So one of the things is, let's say it did go to 4 days. Is it Friday or Monday better, or is Wednesday better? Because you work 2 days, you get the Wednesday, and they no one wants that. No one wants Wednesday.
You can't restart a week. Oh God, no.
Well, look at. I mean,
oh God, this is the Thursday of a Thursday.
Today's these day off. Like, yeah, like no, like no, you don't. Like, midweek's just not fun. You'd rather just get it all done in one shot, and then
knock your 4 out, and then and be done. All right, so Friday or Monday, what's a better one?
Friday off.
Friday off?
Yeah.
So then Friday, like Demetrius said, Friday becomes your Thursday becomes my Friday.
Now everybody's like, oh my God, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Whatever, man. You are an angry little man.
But think about it; it would have to be split. Like half the employees would have to take Monday off, the other half would have to take Friday.
I think if society is adjusted to 5 days, why can't it adjust to 4? And businesses are shut down on Friday. Obviously, not restaurant. What is that called? Retail.
It's never in our world.
Well, obviously,
all the things that we need.
Office. I'm talking about this.
Which are the people who? But those are the people who need the 4 day week.
You're not understand. Well, you get a 4 day week. It's just not 3 in a row.
Don't.
No,
retail people don't.
I understand. You're not getting it. I'm saying you have to work the weekends, but you still get 2 days off. So you know what I'm saying. But then you just your 2 would be 3. Your 2 would be 3.
First of all, now all of a sudden I got to give you more days off, right? I already have an issue with staffing, right? Already have an issue with staffing.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden the Friday calls that I get when it's sunny and the wind is blowing gently through the hills of people calling in with spring flu. I got bit by a ladybug.
I got to tell you, man, they made the right hire with you because you are just as man could be for not being the man.
Dude, I understand.
You are shilling for the man so hard.
I know.
Man, there's good money spent on you.
Dude, I tell you, I know now why you white people enjoy this so much. I mean, if I would have known being the man felt like this, I would have tried to be the man a long time ago.
Man. Oh, all right, let's get into traffic and weather. Baroness?
Yeah, I guess I'm on.
In for Renee?
Is she off today?
Yeah, she's off today.
Okay, from the Furniture
I
Palace Traffic and Weather
I didn't
Center.
tell you?
No.
Did anybody?
No.
She texted me at 4:54. She said, won't be in the morning this morning. See you tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad I decided to show up because I almost didn't show up today.
Why?
I haven't eaten in days. I'm tired.
You haven't eaten.
You know what I have?
days.
You know what I
You haven't
have?
eaten.
You know what I have?
You gonna feed me this morning?
Baroness, I have this thing called mush. I know it sounds horrible, but I was at Costco the other day.
No,
I was at Costco and they were given samples, and it's overnight oats.
Oh,
it's basically cold oatmeal.
No, thank you.
I've eaten 4 in the last 2 days.
Well, I'm proud of you.
So good.
that means
Right.
nothing to me.
What do you mean?
Well, like you, my
Strawberry oats. They have strawberry, blueberry. Oh my God, they're so good.
did you pick this up in the stable aisle? next to the saddles and the rest of the things that they give horses.
I'm telling you, you can sleep on it. It is delicious. I ate it for dessert yesterday. I'm like, dude, this is so good. This is my dessert.
Oh, Andrew.
And I've always wanted. I've been cold oats curious.
I'm what is that? I can't even think of the word.
I don't know, but man, they are life changing. I've been I sit all day and look forward to. I mean, I gotta have some oats. Gotta have some oats. It is so good. No one wants to try it. All right.
You wonder why the Pilgrims were so good.
What's that?
Why the Puritans were so good at settling Pennsylvania.
I know. I didn't know. The Quaker Oats guys. Yeah, the cold oats. They didn't have a way to cook them. Oh, fun times.
All right. From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center.
I would talk one of you into them. I guess
K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Northbound Anthony Wayne Trail State Route 25 is reduced to one lane between Monclova Road and South Detroit Avenue. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodrow Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Right now, it is 37 degrees out. Today, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a high of 38, and it will be windy. Tonight, it will be mostly clear with a low of 22, and tomorrow will be 39 degrees, mostly sunny skies. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
A couple things. Let's see. It says, hey, the people that only want 4 days also make TikToks crying they can't pay their bills. Andrew, you can make those oats at home very easily. I know, but I wanted to try them because I didn't know if I would like them, and I love them.
Are they served in a bowl?
They're in like a cup, like you open it up and it's like a yogurt, kind of like a yogurt.
Oh,
but man, it's so good.
I'm gonna eat something that you yell at dogs in Alaska.
Mush. And by the way, did you know on National Ravioli Day that we've been pronouncing Chef Boyardee's name wrong, and he was a real guy?
I didn't know he was a real guy. I think is Boyardee.
Well, here's an ad from the 50s.
Hello, I'm Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
Yes, Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee. All right, well,
there's no better way to pronounce that. Then
no, that is a great. Pronouncing it so wrong for so long. I know.
I can't believe I didn't class it up that way.
Dude, we've been pronouncing it pedestrian.
We ruined we class up Target and we classed up Kroger and Meyer, but we couldn't class up
Chef Boyardee.
I'm about to give you the Boyard.
Right, we'll be right back. Got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Sauce Company. State Line Sauce, they started in the pandemic, and they have become the #1 sauce in all of Toledo. Their hot sauce is amazing, and I'm telling you, it's causing the 419 to get sauced. So you need to get sauced all over yourself. For just $3, you can save off a pack of 3. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com. You can also get them at the Toledo Lamp Company, the Anchor Inn. Queso Kitchen is going to be having them as well. And check out the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok for the packed summer schedule where you're going to see them. Huh?
What is TikTok?
Did I say TikTok?
You sure did, Nancy Pelosi.
Whatever. All right. Got to get sauced. State Line Sauce Company.
Honest Abe of Nationwide Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that.
Crazy!
Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance, 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Regan Insurance is now offering health insurance. Here's Tom Hudak to tell you about it.
We've been in business for over 50 years doing home, auto, and business insurance for families and family-owned businesses. And starting this year, we've partnered with a great local health insurance agent, and we're going to be offering health insurance.
Meet Keshna Jansen. When should we talk about our health insurance?
Anytime that a big change in your life has happened, if you got married, had children, a divorce, turning 65, people that are aging into, Medicare, those are going to be the times that they really want to call us if they lose a job, something along those lines. Basically, if you think about it, if change happens, you want to review what you have just to make sure that you're still in the right place.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
Your floors can go from clean to dirty fast. From juice spills, whoops, to muddy paw prints, to little sticky finger marks. Good thing your Swiffer WetJet works fast too. Swiffer WetJet easily cleans everyday messes as quick as they happen. The next mess is right around the corner. So grab your Swiffer WetJet and just spray, push, all clean.
At Target, our prices for Easter are so low, you can put all your eggs in one basket. Surprise them with Target exclusive Favorite Day treats, like our unique chocolate bunny and a cute basket, all from just $4. Add in some fun with a 6-pack of bubbles, 50-piece sidewalk chalk, and super soft stuffed animals, all from $5. And get great family picks with new Easter looks. It's easy with women's and girls' dresses for only $20 and under. Low prices on everything for Easter? Now that's Target.
Attention, Northwest Ohio. Do you have a job? Do you want to drive away in a brand new Kia today? It's your lucky day. It's time for Taylor Kia's double tax refund event. You heard right. Double your tax refund up to $8,000. No W-2 needed. Taylor Kia has all your favorite Kias on the ground and ready for immediate delivery. Make no payments until spring. Past credit problems? No problem. Get a fresh start at Taylor Kia. Financing options for every buyer. Plus, get up to $6,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on any trade when we make a deal, regardless of condition. Now is the time to buy and save thousands. Double your tax refund up to $8,000 on a brand new Kia. No W-2 needed. It's that easy. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at taylorauto.com or stop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay, and Lima. To qualified buyers with approved credit, all offers are mutually exclusive. Select new Kias. Offers expire 4/3/24.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
Or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the March Spring Sale, March 15th through the 25th, and get 35% off paints and stains with prices starting at $28.92. That means 35% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 35% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, and an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch the toilet?
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness. Oh, yeah, and Renee's out today. So let's get into the news. There's a lot of I think, healthy conversation news this morning. We'll see. A substitute teacher has been accused of inappropriate conduct in a classroom.
Bro,
with
did you
third
hear
graders.
about this?
No, what happened?
See, and okay.
Did not hear about this.
So this is the inappropriate behavior that they're discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Patting on the head and rubbing the back of necks is the inappropriate behavior that has sent this teacher home.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
And then you get the scholars who get to be interviewed about how they feel about things and the ridiculousness of it.
He was accused of patting children on the head, like brushing their hair, touching their neck and back, and also tried to sit at the lunch with my daughter and a couple of her friends, and she told him to get away from her, and he finally did. That's one of the moms. I just hope we're not just railroading this guy, because some people are socially just different.
Well,
like they do things differently, but what is the intent? Is the guy, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. You want teachers to have connections with your children, but they can't run the risk of connecting with kids. They have now it is transactional. Now it is I have to teach student A, B, C, and damn if I know their name. I don't care. Like, I can't run the risk of sitting down and trying to connect with a child that is in my classroom without some ignorant ass adult going, I don't think this is appropriate.
So they said another thing that was a red flag. His name is Mr. Perry, but he tells the kids to call him Mr. Flamingo.
Oh my God.
What?
Give me like,
what is that all weird? What is that all about?
Why is it weird? You know what? Because how about maybe
Where did he get that nickname from?
No, he said, you know what? Who cares where he got it from?
I am Mr. Flamingo.
Right.
How about this? It makes kids smile every time they say it. Mr. Perry isn't really popping. But if I go to Mr. Flamingo's class, I'm super engaged when I have a question for him. If I'm in Mr. Flamingo's class, like, I'm the one.
I'm glad you're sticking up for him. I don't know enough about the story. I haven't seen the dude. I haven't seen the parents. But
this shouldn't have made the news.
Really?
I think it's until all of it has come out. You ruined this guy. He's done here. He is done here.
Yeah. I do. Well, see, listening to you tell it, I feel bad for the guy, and I don't even know him. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything about it, but I feel bad for him. And because I know parents are ridiculous nowadays. Like, to be a teacher is so thankless.
You can't win.
You get paid nothing. You have to spend money on the kids. You have to worry about these crazy ass nut parents that want to be all involved all of a sudden, but they never want to be involved before, and they didn't even graduate from high school. But now they know what's best for your kids. I can't do it.
Yep.
I couldn't do it. I don't know how you teachers are saints. I'll tell you that.
Like, at every turn, you can't win.
Yep.
I mean, when 100%. I was
100%.
teaching, like, kids would come into my office and they would be, I just need a hug, or, you know.
Not nowadays, Kelly. You would have been
to the hug and pull. To the hug and pull.
I mean, right?
And then all of a sudden, guess what? They have a teacher who's been blacklisted because I got a hug and pull.
You got a pole with just two arms,
and two pillows duct taped to it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know. I don't understand right now what's going on. Springfield local schools. Wasn't the last one Springfield? Springfield local schools. Another one. A teacher has resigned amid investigation into OnlyFans and Fansly accounts. Jennifer Ruzicka's RUZISCKA Ruzicka's profile on the sexually explicit sites were included in documents related to the investigation conducted by the school district. Parents don't want no hot teachers at school.
Can't do anything in your life.
All of a sudden, the dads are getting involved and interested in.
They're like, no. I got the parent-teacher conference today, honey.
But you've never gone to a parent-teacher conference.
You're right. You're right.
We've had 4 kids in school.
But honey, I lost my promo code. To get on this. I need the promo code.
Oh my God.
It's literally going to save me half.
According to Jennifer Ruzicka's personnel file, the 50-year-old Springfield High School English teacher who has been employed by the district since 1996 operated sexually explicit accounts on both sites, both the OnlyFans and Fansly.
Exactly.
At 50, come on now.
Now it makes me want to check her out.
I do too.
Springfield local schools was made aware of the allegations where one of its teachers was participating in conduct unbecoming of a professional educator. She was put on administrative
leave. She taught me a lot, sir. I tell you what, I didn't know that body could bend like that. She is an anatomy teacher.
She was again. Anyway, the evidence includes an online account which is open and available to the public for view. I mean, you can't have your teachers working OnlyFans pages. Then you can stick up for Mr. Flamingo.
Look,
you can't stick up for Mrs. Ruzicka's.
Watch me.
You can't be taken as a legitimate speaker.
Absolutely, I can, and this is how it's going to start. So I ask you, would any person who didn't need an OnlyFans page have an OnlyFans page if it wasn't something that she would trust me? She would much rather be a teacher. 5 days a week, and Monday through Friday,
only worry about that,
and never, ever show her body to anybody.
Right.
But I guarantee you, she has to, because she has to supplement her income, because you guys aren't paying a woman who's been a teacher since the 90s.
Here is a quote from her 11 hours ago.
Okay.
Regardless of what I do in my private life, for the sake of keeping a roof over my family's head and a car parked in the garage,
there you go,
I remain one of the greatest English teachers ever to serve in this.
Hell yes. And I tell you this, why are we examining her and not looking at ourselves? Because once again, in her private life, she can't win.
You know,
when she leaves at 5, and I guarantee you, most teachers don't leave at 5. Their day doesn't stop.
Right, they're doing stuff at home.
3:30.
Yeah.
They take papers home. They got their in-service school days when kids are out of school.
Yeah.
They're not out of school. They have to work. And then when other days, when calamity days are missed, and they still have to work.
Yeah.
And so I ask, why is it then my English teacher has to show me the brown period?
Because we know that anyone on OnlyFans, and there are no absolutes, but anyone on OnlyFans doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
they're there because that's how they're making money. They're showing their body because they're making money. So if she needs to make money, then why are we not paying her more money to be an English teacher since the 90s?
Yeah.
What were we going to say?
This is not fair in a lot of ways, in that we're judging these women for running OnlyFans, but what about these male teachers and what sites they're going to? Like those.
I would be.
We're gonna see a lot worse off a lot of those male teachers than we are these couple of female teachers that are
I wouldn't
on
say
OnlyFans.
a couple, but, and granted, you know, do you police what somebody watches?
Right.
Because
that is it could be unbecoming. Yeah,
depending on what kind of kink you're into.
Exactly.
But I will say this: how does it come to somebody's awareness.
Right.
If somebody hadn't seen it.
Right.
My first question to you, if you come to me about one of my teachers having an OnlyFans page, is how long have you had a subscription?
Yeah.
And at what point did you shoot off a little DM that said, hey, if I don't get a little break, then guess what?
Who's getting reported?
Somebody's getting reported. So why are you, don't tell me all the things that you found in the gutter while you were rolling around in it.
Exactly.
Man, hashtag team Mr. Flamingo, hashtag team Mrs. Resiskas.
She's a good looking girl.
And I'm going to say this,
Yeah.
Mrs. Resiskas, I think that deserves a 45% discount on my subscription.
Could you defended her on the air? I mean, we don't get paid, so we have some perks. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
I'm totally kidding. I'll pay full price. I know you got to eat, girl.
Especially now, you ain't getting it.
Yeah, I know.
You ain't
Like,
getting that
now I
school
think
money.
People who have OnlyFans pages who are teachers are only in teaching for the health benefits. They're like, man, I got dental, vision, and trust me, the things I do, I need all of it.
So Trump favorites won. That just shows this is a Trump state, baby.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is.
It's 100%.
We do live in a conservative state.
Not conservative. It's a Trump state. Bernie Moreno was endorsed by Trump, and he won 60% of the vote.
Yeah.
He beat the next dude by like 35
But here's
points.
the issue, and once again, everybody is like really he won 60% of the vote of Republicans, right?
Right.
Of registered Republicans,
Right.
60%. That means 40% didn't vote for him, which means 40% of Republicans don't like this dude, coupled with now
100%
of the Democrats,
right?
Now, and then couple that with the 65, maybe 70% of independents.
That's always been the issue with Republicans. They vote these guys.
They live in a vacuum.
I know they vote these. They vote for the primaries they vote for the primaries and don't vote for the generals. So Bernie Moreno won. He's going to go up against Sherrod Brown in the Senate. And Derek Marin, that former mayor here in town, he won for the GOP to face off. Anita Lopez won over.
I love that name. It makes it sound like I'm out of Lopez.
Anita Lopez.
I'm fresh out of Lopez. I went to the store. Anita Lopez. Anybody?
Dude, I found man, this is way veering off the subject, but anyway, she beat Paula Hicks Hudson for the Democratic primary for Lucas County Commissioner. Lopez will face off against Republican John Rosick.
Evidently, we all need a Lopez.
that should be your slogan. They should be thanking you. Okay, so yesterday I found this Facebook group, Latinos in Lucas County or Toledo, Latino Toledos or something. So I black holed on this thing, and I found this lady on there that makes tamales, and she's gonna be delivering them at 11 o'clock today.
That's funny because the show's over at 9.
Yeah, why couldn't you do 9 o'clock?
She couldn't do 9. She said 11.
Yeah.
She has to make them.
Dude,
I texted her last night at 9 o'clock.
Literally go like this. Hey guys.
I'm
Let me tell you about the cool things
I will
that I'm getting at 11.
I will save
And I will share oats, but I ain't sharing that.
Have you had cold oats? Cold oats. You know what that is? That's a setup for the okie doke. It's like, you know what's really good? Cold oats.
Guess what, D? We're all sticking around till 11 today.
Cold oats.
We're just going to sit around here and hang out and stare at you and twiddle our thumbs.
I'm going to sit there with a bowl of cold oats just staring at you like this. Can't wait.
While I eat tamales.
Tamales taste like cold oats.
Dude, but she's like, didn't speak any English. I'm like, she's going to have the best tamales I've ever put in my mouth.
I don't know.
Well, we're glad you shared that with us. Thanks.
Well, here's the bad part. And I wanted to try them, and I told her I would buy some before I found out the price. Dude, she is not shy with her prices. Delivered to the house, but they're $30 a dozen. That's a lot. But she says they're big.
It's free when ICE shows up.
When
I
got ice in the house. She gave me those tamales. Get her. They free Mr. B. Oh my God.
This is so bad.
I know. God, you're racist. Realtor lawsuit could change the way we buy and sell homes. What's this all about, Kelly?
It's so awful.
What is this?
It's all about the buyer's agency. So there was a lawsuit where they won that the buyers that so
that makes sense. All right, I got it now.
Oh my God, he's channeling Renee.
I know, right?
Did you go out last night?
I did.
Dyslexic alphabet soup.
Why don't you tell us what it's about?
All right, these new changes could bring about lower buying costs for aspiring home buyers. The way we buy and sell homes is about to change. The National Association of Realtors announced Friday a settlement which they will pay $418 million and agree to a rule change plus a new set of rules. They say current homeowners know this. When someone buys a home, typically the seller pays the agent fee for themselves and the buyer. That could look different for the future. It's going to be optional for the seller to pay the buyer's agent. Wow. And that's going to be negotiated through that beginning transaction. The agreement could also mean that standard transactions of 6% commission would be no more.
Bro.
Wow. So if you're on both sides, if you're the buyer's agent and the seller's agent, you get 6%. But if you're one of them, you get 3% and they get 3%.
That's not true. Generally, whoever the listing agent is, they set the buyer's agency's commission. So not more than not, it's like 2%, 2.5, 2.75. It's never 3. The listing agent is king in Ohio. There's not an equal split. In other states and even in other areas in Ohio, they do an equal split. But right now, even like listing agents, because they want the sale so bad, they're discounting their commission. So some people are charging 7%. Some people are charging 4%. I've even seen somebody charge 3%, which is like really devastating for
the problem is when you have a bad product, meaning you're a crappy real estate agent,
man,
then you have to discount the price. I mean, that's why McDonald's burgers are $1 because their food is so crappy.
Can I all right, so I had an experience and in other situations when you're voluntarily you're looking to sell your house, real estate agents are super, super nice. But when you are in a divorce and you are forced to sell your house, real estate agents, all the ones that I have dealt with, are some of the meanest people in the world because they know you have no choice. So they just tell you hold on. And you sit there and you're in one of the most vulnerable moments in your life, right? Things are getting stripped from you. And in a time when you need somebody to just be kind, they know that you have to do.
Let me ask,
no choice.
Let me ask you a question: is it fair to say they, or is it fair to say
the
you
two
have
that I
one?
dealt with?
Two?
Yes, the two that I dealt with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
one of them may be married to somebody who's running for public office in Maumee.
Ran for public office. He lost.
Yeah, I will be honest with you. I feel like those realtors aren't going to last, especially with this new world, the wild, wild west of real estate. I mean, because buyers, generally, a lot of buyers are first-time homeowners. They can't even afford to pay their down payment, let alone
yeah, honestly, if you broke down real numbers to first-time homeowners or home buyers about how much their real estate agent was getting paid, and you told them, hey, this is coming out of your pocket, they'd be shook.
Yeah.
So basically, right now, my brokerage and most brokerages in this area are asking the buyers to sign a buyer's agency stating that I get paid X amount of money, and I'll be honest, I haven't used it as of yet, but because I'm just scared that these kids that are buying houses at 22, 23 are just going to get spooked and not use an agent, which makes so vulnerable to the listing agent because they don't really know the process.
And the listing agent is not looking out for you. It's looking out for the seller and looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for you. You need someone on your side.
Right. And so now what we're doing is the buyer agent is like negotiating up front with the offer to the listing agent. So they're saying, I deserve this. And the listing agent can say, okay, I'll pay it. Or they can say, nope, this is what you're getting. Or they can say, nope, go to your buyer. They can pay you.
I just got some breaking news in. Perrysburg High School is going to be on a 2-hour delay today due to not having electricity. Toledo Edison is working to resolve the problem. 2-hour delay only.
No, I know what happened.
What happened?
Pay your bill, Perrysburg. Don't say Toledo Edison's working on the problem. I've used that excuse.
I have too.
I have used that excuse. Hey, the Nicodemus household has been shut down. We are on a 2-hour delay. I am negotiating with the Toledo Edison company right now as far as getting power restored to this facility.
Dude, nothing scarier than that dude come to the door. Comes to the door, man.
You're like, this better be the first notice.
The problem is he went to the door at 6 a.m. There's no one there yet to pay the bill. So he got shut down.
We got to shut it down, Perrysburg.
That is Perrysburg High School only. The rest of the district is on regular schedule. Man, I have never seen this area so excited about an effing gas station. We told you last week a Sheetz is coming to town, and we were losing our minds. Now it went from 1 Sheetz to 6 Sheetz is coming to town.
What?
6 Sheetz are coming to town in between now and 2025.
That's so dumb.
Where are they going?
I don't know. I don't
next
know.
to the car washes.
It's going to be car wash, vape store, Sheetz. Car wash, a Mexican restaurant. Car wash, vape shop, Sheetz, Mexican restaurant.
I'm going to need my Breeze Prime and the undercoat wash.
Every corner. You know, and I get that there's super gas stations, but dude, if someone said, hey, we're going to have 6 of the best porta potties in the country come to Toledo, and we start losing our minds, I'm like, it's still a porta potty. It's still a gas. In all, it's still a gas station. What are you losing your mind for?
You know, it's so fun. It has blown my mind that like car washes have jumped on the Netflix subscription train.
What?
Like it is crazy to me that people will spend $10-20 a month for unlimited car washes and not get unlimited car washes. You'll go a month without washing your car.
I've gone years.
I've literally watched my car draw on my car wash me.
This one to me is interesting. Cedar Point, man, we're running late. I told you it was a lot of good news. Cedar Point is going to pay $50,000 to settle a lawsuit. So here's what happened. The lawsuit says because Cedar Point prohibited employees over 30 from living in employee housing.
The
rule.
I got no problem with that.
Right. Exactly.
You are a grown-ass person.
Here's what happened.
Amongst children.
There's a 40-year-old dude that brought the lawsuit because he tried to hang out in the dorm. And they're like, sorry, dude, you can't hang out in the dorm. He sued for $50,000 and won. They settled the lawsuit. And I'm like, no, I don't want my 18-year-old daughter in the same dorm with some 40-year-old dude that has no family, can actually hang out for a whole summer in a dorm. Like, no, that's not a thing. Sorry, dude. Sorry, creepy 40-year-old dude. It's not a thing.
Evidently it is.
Apparently it is.
Evidently.
But here's the only bitch I have with Cedar Point is that they allowed the entertainers that they waived that age restriction. So if you're singing, if you could sing and dance, you could be there in the dorms at 40.
Excuse me, sir, you look a little old. Da, 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 da. You're in. I'm sorry, I don't know why we even stopped you. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
He passed our security check, sir. He carried 2 tunes.
I'm like, Cedar Point, have you not seen the new Nickelodeon documentary? He's letting 4-year-olds, as long as you can sing and dance, you could hang out with the 16-year-olds. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Komodo dragon attacked an Akron Zoo employee. There was a bite wound inflicted by. First of all, I ain't messing with anything that's got dragon in the name. Dragon, gator, nothing.
Nuts.
What?
Dragging these.
All right. On that note, God, we didn't get to half of this stuff, but that's all the time we got. That is the news.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic Weather Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. The I-475 southbound ramp from eastbound Salisbury Road, exit 6, is closed due to construction currently. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. The skies will be cloudy today with blustery winds and a high of 38. Right now, we are at 36. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Has everything you need for your family dinner table. Fresh, crisp produce, USDA choice meats, plus a deli and bakery ready to take your order. Foodtown is your neighborhood store with the right products and services, all at the right prices. Come to your local Foodtown, open 7 days a week, 8926 Lewis Avenue in Temperance or 2725 West Central near Westgate. See more values at foodtownmarket.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56. Unlimited pistol and rifle rentals. 2 targets. Rental eye and ear protection. All for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock. The largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. TowersArmory.com.
And Doug.
Being a spokesperson's easy, kid. Just say, customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
That's not it.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Musical.
Nope.
Lumberty, line.
It's 2 words. Liberty.
Hey, I got to tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple: quality name brand furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. Shop the rest, but you're going to buy from the best. Out with the old, in with the new. Furniture Palace. See, I can live at the Cedar Point dorms. All right. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Boy, if I could live in the dorm, I'd be living my best life. We'd be having so much fun. If I could live in a dorm right now.
Do you ever remember that story? It was like a year ago. This guy moved moved his daughter into a college dorm, and then he turned that dorm into a cult.
It's actually a TV show now.
Yeah.
What?
Because he was going, like turned all of her friends.
Oh my God!
Like into like
What's the
weird
show?
sex slaves.
Oh. What was the school? It was. It was on the East Coast.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Steve Sleaze coming up next.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med1 Care has all the answers and more. Med1 Care offers home health, medical staffing, outpatient therapy, and rehab. Med1 Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med1 Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med1 Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med1 Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Androsy and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I was when you said dorm. I lived in a dorm for 4 years. It was the best 4 years of my life. I had some, but it was in high school.
High school?
Christian, because I went to Christian boarding school.
Wow.
So back then, my parents were like, "Nope, he's not going to that school. He's not going to that school. We're not sending him there." They're like,
"Really?"
Nope. They were sending the boys away. So it's Mount Vernon Academy, right outside.
Steve was living his best life.
I visited there one time. I really wanted to go to that school. It looked really cool.
You know what?
Loved it.
Did you go
They
there?
always my mom threatened me with boarding.
I know, me too.
Like
Dude,
it was, I will send you to
I
the
was
military
I
academy.
was such a bad kid, and I really was. My mom threatened me for boarding school. She made me take a tour of a boarding school. We went there, it was a Saturday, and we were on this balcony overlooking some teachers, talking to some students, and this student mouthed this teacher, and he slapped the shit out of him, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry.
So what was so funny about that is like my mom took me on one of those tours. She's like, I'll show you where I'm sending you. And then we went, and then I'm looking around, and I went like this. We both know you don't have the financial fortitude to send me to a place like this. This is all posturing.
See, I didn't think of that one.
I'm like,
See, this school was different because, of course, you lived there. So I was the Hadley hero, and then the girls were the Linden ladies. But this school was cool because no matter where you came from, how rich or how poor you were, you had to work to pay your tuition. So the freshmen and juniors would go and work in the morning while the sophomores and seniors would go to school. And then it would flip at lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
So you could work on like the campus bakery, the city laundry, groundskeeping. You could work in the administrative office and do secretarial.
Steve, I don't think you went to boarding school. I think you went to prison.
Hey, nobody but a dorm school kid would know that 2 cans of beer can fit perfectly inside a Pringles can. So we used to sneak our beer inside the dorm. It was lawless.
Steve, did you have you ever seen the movie The Holdovers?
Nope.
You have to watch The Holdovers. It's about a high school dorm. It's about a dormed high school. You have to watch The Holdovers.
Boarding school?
You will love it. Boarding school. I'm sorry, boarding
dormed
school.
high school.
Yeah.
Dormed the school.
You will love it. It's so good.
And then once you watch that, I want you to watch another movie from the early 80s called Up the Academy. And it is about
I've seen that.
I love that movie.
What is it?
Up the Academy.
Up
the Academy. I've seen that. No, going away to school was
I feel like that's the one thing I missed about not going to college. I feel was the dorm. I think I would have liked to hanging out in the dorm.
That was when dorm life was. I feel like when you were truly exposed to different people. Like I had in my freshman year at Ohio State, I had a guy who was 28. It's the same kind of thing. We were 18, but he was in the National Guard, and he decided to come back to college, but he wanted to live in the dorm, but he was weird, and played my Johnny Gill CD 24/7, almost to the point where I hid my Johnny Gill CD in my dirty laundry. We were so tired of hearing it, And when we were coming back from class, who did we hear blaring out of our room? Johnny Gill. I'm like, and my friend Aaron looked at me and he goes, she dug through your underwear to get that.
I bet everyone that stayed in a dorm has a good college dorm story.
Oh my God.
Like I said, I wish I would have went.
Bro, some of the weirdest things I'd ever heard. I remember once one of my roommate got lucky one night and we all had bunk beds. And that was back when I guess it wasn't a big deal to have sex in a room with 3 other people.
Is that an issue?
Huh?
Yeah, that's an issue.
And I'm like, I'm on the top bunk. He's on the top bunk with his girlfriend. And I hear this. She goes, give me dirty talk. Talk to me like a bad robot. And he's like, I'm going to give it to you, baby. I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, that's where it all started.
Yes, do. And I'm like, hey, can you kind of stop?
That would have ruined me for sex.
Right? Why do you think I don't masturbate to this day?
There is nothing that makes you feel like more of a loser when you're in a room and your buddy's having sex. And
and I'm like, this I could do this dirty talk better. I'm like, what is he doing?
Robot dirty talk.
Like, you're making my floppy disk hard.
I told you my buddy who's a good looking sumbitch, Trey, he's like, hey man, this girl, she's gonna hook up with both of us. I'm like, she is? He's like, yeah, she is. So we go in the room and she's in the middle, we're laying in bed. And he starts, doing his thing or whatever. And I move my hand over. She stops. She's like, what are you doing?
Did you not get the memo?
I just didn't clear this with you. I got up and just walked out.
Sorry,
all down.
Sorry, wrong threesome. I apologize. I must be with the Johnson threesome. I apologize.
I was so devastated and defeated.
Oh my goodness.
That is hilarious.
I would be like, first of all, why are you having sex with me in the room laying on the bed?
Yeah, she was cool with that. She just didn't want me touching her.
Well,
how weird for you?
Shut up, K2. What'd you say, Steve?
I said, how weird is that for your roommate to be putting that out there like that? I was like, I don't care if you my roommate or not, honey. I ain't trying to see your little bits and pieces.
What do they call it? The devil's three-way? Devil's three-way. Because if you brush against him, you're gay automatically.
Like, all it takes, there's way too many
gotta be very careful. Yeah, you got to be very careful.
Yep.
All right, Steve, what's going on in Sleaze? Oh, today's show has been odd already.
Something in the air,
right?
Something in the air. Well, big news, you guys. Richard Simmons freaked a lot of people out day before yesterday by announcing on Facebook that he's dying. Well, the thing is, he didn't mean like he's like dying tomorrow or anything. He said, quote, I have some news to tell you. Please don't be sad. I am dying. Oh, I can see your faces now. The truth is, we are all dying. Every day we live, we are getting closer to our death. Now, he says, why am I telling you this? Because I want you to enjoy your life to the fullest every single day. Get up in the morning, look at the sky, count your blessings, and enjoy. Then he went on to preach about healthy eating, exercise, and making sure you tell your loved ones how you feel about them. So there you go. He's not dying.
But what if enjoying your life doesn't mean hiking or looking at trees? What if it means like hitting up a good happy hour? What if that's how you enjoy your life? Do you get to poo-poo on somebody like that?
I think however you enjoy it, as long as you're enjoying it.
As long as you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some people enjoy just sitting on the couch all day and just watching
people do.
News and then Wheel of Fortune and then they watch Jeopardy and then
Jeopardy.
What?
Jeopardy. It's just that is how the smart people know they're smart. I swear to God, when I meet somebody and they don't answer the phone at 7:30, I know it's because we have a shared love of Ken Jennings. And that is what I take solace in.
Dude,
when you don't answer,
Team Mayan Bialik, bro.
Oh no. When you don't answer the phone at 7 o'clock, I know you're a Wheel of Fortune person and you're probably licking your windows.
You want them not answering at 7:30. You know they're smart. I got you.
That's my brother for sure. He puts it out there. Don't call between 7 and 8. He is.
He watches both. What does it say if you watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy?
You're lying to yourself about one of them.
You're trying to be smart and you're dumb, or
you're trying to be dumb. So whoever you're with doesn't know how smart you are.
All right. What else, Steve?
Talk about this. I'm loving a couple quick ones. ESPN reporter Hannah Storm has been diagnosed with breast cancer. I love Hannah Storm. I don't know why. It's like her report. She's thorough. She's fun. I love her. So
prayers are to her.
Prayers are with her. Prayers are with her.
Let's
So
hope
Danny
more
DeVito
research dollars are with her than prayers, because we see how well prayers do.
Right. More research dollars, less prayers.
Let's get her some more.
Or both. How about both?
Well, how about we pray for more appointments?
Okay, sounds good.
Pray for some dollars. There
What
you
else,
go.
Steve?
Danny DeVito says he and Arnold Schwarzenegger are working on a new movie together.
I'm
so
here
stay
for it.
tuned.
I'm here
Stay
for it.
tuned. So one of Johnny Depp's co-stars in the movie Blow is accusing him of verbal abuse, and of course, he denies
It happened, but it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, like
come on.
Like stop. You've been yelled at.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure he yelled at you.
No doubt.
I can pull up remember the clip of Christian Bale while he was doing, I don't know, The Magician, or I think a Batman movie, and he started screaming at the lighting guy.
Yes.
Right? Just like unhinged. Like, get over it.
Look, Johnny Depp yelled at you. Charlie Sheen yelled at you. Robert Downey Jr. yelled at you. Yes, they all did.
Do you know
they're Robert Downey Jr. and this is the way it is. Going in.
Yeah, like when I interview people.
Now, if Tim Allen yells at you, if Tom Hanks yells at you, I'm like, oh, really? But I expect
What'd you do?
First of all,
What'd you do?
if Tom Hanks yells at you, I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? But when I interview people for the restaurant, I have to tell people all the time, like, understand this is a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things move fast. Tempers get flared.
Yeah.
Words are said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is an adult space. So if you're soft around the edges, you shouldn't be here.
This next one makes me happy, you guys. So here we go. Travis Kelce is in talks to host a reboot of the game show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
How about this? Are you smarter than Travis Kelce?
Oh, stop.
How about that?
Stop.
I feel like that is a better game.
Get out of here. He's smart.
No, he is not.
Look who he picked. He's smart.
He did not pick her. He got picked.
She picked him.
Much like his first day in the NFL, he got drafted.
What else, Steve?
Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and 50 Cent showed up yesterday to see Dr. Dre get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I know I'm seeing that on Entertainment Tonight last night. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa says being friends with Katy Perry is a full circle moment because she actually got to dance on stage during one of Katy's shows when she was 15 years old.
And now she's friends with her.
She's friends with her.
Jumped on
now.
stage
That's cool.
at 15 and now they're friends. That's sweet.
I don't know. I don't know.
What? You don't know what?
That's a thing.
What is it? You don't know what's a thing. She just said it.
Like, okay, right? How old is Katy Perry?
Probably 40.
40. How old is Dua Lipa?
Probably 25, 30.
Okay. All right. Let's swap a little gender thing here, and let's say Katy Perry is now Kevin Perry. And she danced on his stage when she was 15, and now they're friends. Would that be weird?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know.
It's been a good show up till now.
Up till now, I know.
Good. It's all good.
I'm sorry, we were on fire.
Thank you, Steve. That is Steve's Sleaze on the 50s. Brought to you in part by our friend at Cocina de Carlos, the #1 Mexican restaurant in all of Toledo. It's so good that it won Best of Toledo, and it's in Perrysburg. That's how good it is. They've got 2 locations. They have the one in Perrysburg and the one in Waterville, and also Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg. Check them out for the best Mexican food around. You will thank me later.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf.
DJ Insane.
Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining. I'ma be in a dangerous mood. Can you match my timing? Telling me that you really about it, what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand how I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body if I give you my time. Can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wait. Come take me where I've been before. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body, whole body. Come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini. Passing like a solar eclipse. Watching when you blow me a kiss. It's your moment, baby. Don't listen. Come and cut the eye you read in my lips. They say I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini. Give me up, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're one of our finest. Ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Treasure. Don't excite. You can make my dream come true. If you let me treasure like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. When I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like you. No, I like it. I don't like it. No, I like it.
All out, turn the beat up. Hey, now I'm glad to meet ya. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah, think about it now, blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just out. I'm like, ain't no problem, all my roads are right. All right. I don't like it, I love it. I got another coming in my budget. I got an anaconda in my truck. Don't push it, cause I'ma hit it till I jackpot. That's right, wax on, baby, wax off. Act right, we can put it on the black card. All night and I'll spend it.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words I just go. Set the roof on fire. Gonna burn this mother down, 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 down. Go set the roof on fire. Gonna burn this mother down, 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 down.
What if I hurt you? What if I leave you? What if I find somebody else and I don't need you? What if this goes south? What if I mess you up? Say, what if I break out and do then what? But I feel girl, but but not so fast. Will you make your mind up? I gotta ask. What if I was made for you and you were made for me? What if this is it? What if it's meant to be? What if I need more than food to put on your hand? What if I was so what if I left all these hands away?
Teacher insane. Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Lance, the Princess of Property, and K2, the Baroness. So can we just? I'm just going to do a public service. There's no reason for this. There's no story. There's no context. Just please don't vague book because people don't like you. They really don't.
It drives home the fact that like if I'm on the fence,
if I'm on the fence about you,
about like how I feel about you, and you vague book, I am off the fence.
Yeah.
I am immediately off the fence.
And I think everyone's in agreement. So that's why I'm saying I don't know who needs to hear this, but if that's you, then know that people don't like you.
Everything's okay, but please pray for me.
Yeah. It's like
yes,
it's like internet Munchausen by proxy. It's the worst. It is like, I'm going through some
things. Please don't ask. Please don't ask. But I need your prayers.
I need your prayers.
Whatever it is. Or to be like, oh, I'm always the one that has to step up for this family. Okay.
Yep.
No, stop doing those. I'm trying to think of another example. Go ahead. Do you have one, D?
I'm tired of healing broken people.
Yes.
Why am I, Dr. Quinn?
Why am I always the one that needs to be the adult in the relationship?
Yeah. I'm the one that always has to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm always apologizing. I never do anything right.
There you go. There you go.
Apparently, I'm the bad guy.
I'm tired of suffering in silence. It's only silence because I have to read it.
So stop, please. If that's you, if it's not you, kudos. But everyone is in agreement. If that is you, people don't like you. So you got to stop doing that, please.
If you've ever written feeling attacked, it's you.
Fun times. So there's a new study out that says young women use gossip against rivals driven by jealousy.
That's not new.
And that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say this, people say that like guys are brutal and vicious, but you have never. And I will say guys are maybe brutal, like an explosion one time. Boom. Like we'll fight, we'll yell one time.
But then you're friends again.
But then we're friends again.
Yeah.
Women will lay down a campaign of misinformation over decades.
Gaslighting.
And just craziness. Things that guys can't even comprehend.
No.
Like the thing
we don't play that game.
Because we don't get it. Like if we can't punch it, we don't get it.
Like I can tell you that if we break up, I'm not throwing text messages up from 3 years ago that show what a horrible person you are,
bro.
But I can guarantee there are going to be some text messages out there about me.
I will tell you this: like as a guy, if I break up with a girl, it would never occur to me to do something like what Ariana Grande did to Pete Davidson, which is where she said to everybody, "Oh my God." She goes,
this triggers Steve.
What happened?
She said, this is what she said about it. She said, Pete Davidson has such a humongous member. It's huge. It's huge. And it wasn't. But what she told people was it was amazing and big. And so when he
Why didn't anyone tell me the rumors like that about me?
Because when women would approach him because they heard this amazing and he had this average member, it was average, they got disappointed and sad. She told everybody that this man who was packing an average thing had this amazing thing. And so when people saw it, they were like, ooh, oh,
that is rough.
Do you know how diabolical that is?
Diabolical.
To think that to come up with that idea and to tell people that's a man would never go, you know what? We don't have that kind of forethought.
Her vagina is huge.
It's so small. It's almost like it's never been used. And then somebody's in there like, oh my God, it's like a swimming pool in here.
Wow. A recent study published in the Evolutionary Psychological Science investigated why physically attractive women become the targets of negative gossip, a phenomenon highlighted by the treatment of the character Malina in the film of the same name. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, they found that women use gossip against. Have you ever had a rumor started about you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Like I
wish I lived the life that people talk about me with.
Oh my God. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, I can't tell you how much sex that people think I'm having. I wish I over and over again, I will tell you it's a very hard thing to combat because you cannot disprove a lie. Like you cannot disprove a negative.
Right.
Like if somebody goes, hey, I hear you're having an affair, you cannot prove that you're not having an affair. You can't.
Right. Well, and it's like there was a guy, a press conference where the guy was like, what made you stop beating your wife? Like, what? I didn't beat my wife. What did you
prove to me you haven't?
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden you're like, and then you don't know how much do you deny. Like, dude, if I deny so much, you look, he's
definitely hit her.
Right?
And then all of a sudden, if you don't die enough, you're like, oh, he's definitely hit her.
I know. It's just
he's
screwed.
Just fuming. Right now.
So what rumor has been started about you, K2?
Oh my God. That I've slept with everybody. That's like a whole thing.
Really?
Too.
People have said that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because my problem is like I have more guy friends than I do anything else, which
because you're sleeping with all of them.
Right, exactly. That's what everybody says.
Well, of course they do.
Which is weird because you know how good it would have to be for all the dudes that you sleep with to be like, yeah, we can kick it together.
For you to be okay with that?
All right, John, you go. All right, we'll have popcorn out here when you done.
I know a rumor they started about me was when I was in high school. And I had a window that we used as a door. So on my room, because the window went all the way to the floor. So, you'd open it up. But for some reason, the window was the full length of the...
Okay, get on with the story.
Yeah.
So people would just open my window and just pop in, or I would go out I wouldn't use the door. I would use the window and whatever. And
isn't that how Melissa Etheridge wrote that song?
Come to my window. I'll be home soon.
And Andrew was like, I don't think it's going to be a hit. You're just writing a song about my window. This is the dumbest song I've ever heard.
But anyway, someone started the rumor that they came to my door window and that I was masturbating at the time. And in his 16, 17, that's embarrassing. So if for forever they always,
oh my God,
we know what you were doing in the room. I'm like, I was not doing, and then you don't know how much to deny it. And I wasn't doing that. Oh, look at why are you so mad?
Yeah,
because you're lying about me. No, it's because
my brother and I were wrestling in a room. We were like 9 and 10. No, we actually had clothes on wrestling because that's what boys do. We were wrestling. My mom comes into the room, shuts the door, and runs out and tells all of our family that my brother and I are measuring our penises. And
so, weren't you though?
No, where would you get that from?
I'm so confused why your mom would say that.
Right. What were you doing?
We were just grappling. And the thing about it is, and that's the story.
Here's the perfect example. Like you denying it right now makes me think it's true.
It's true.
swear to God. Like, and then, to this day, I still say my brother and I were playing Magnum PI. We were wrestling.
You were measuring
I was a
penises,
bad
obvious.
guy. He was Magnum.
No.
Boom. And so we go out.
I just figured out why D is single.
And this is
I just figured it all out.
And this is why I don't want to share the story because like I tell you.
What do you see?
We went out, my brother and I were just like this. It was Magnum PI.
You see how hard it is to combat a rumor? Right.
It's 40 years later.
Right.
And I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I know you guys are measuring penises. I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
There was no tape measure, yardstick, anything in that room.
Producer Doug said you were playing Magnum PP, not Magnum PI. Demetrius, I can't believe you and your brother.
I can't believe, and that's the whole thing. Like we were just like, and we looked at each other, and it was like the truth doesn't matter. Then no one does it. It doesn't matter.
You're protesting way too much for it to not matter. See? All right, Kelly, what was the rumor said about you?
Oh, I mean, there's been a ton, but like I'll be honest, even in my adult life, it's happened.
Oh my God.
Like what?
So much. But the one that kind of hurt me the most is somebody said that I was going after their husband, and that was not true.
Oh.
And they told all my friends.
And they're like, but did you see? Well, why would I chase that?
Exactly.
You gotta.
Has a rumor ever been started about you? 419-345. And what was it? 419-345-3375. You can text us right into the studio, 419-345-3375, or you can call us 419-464-9292. All right, traffic and weather. Where the hell Baroness go?
She got caught in traffic.
Wait, what? Like he was just here. Let's see. Let me check the cameras real quick. 475 looks good. I'm checking with the chopper. 1077 chopper. Chopper.
It's pretty clear out here, Andrew.
Looking good.
Traffic's pretty clear on 475 all the way up to the split. That's right. There's a little bit of construction on, everywhere.
All right.
If you're driving through Maumee, enjoy the 4 arches. It's finally done. That's right. Maumee is in complete compliance with McDonald's now.
I'm going to check the camera right here. This is the here we go. Traffic details. Let's check the I-475 camera at McCutcheonville Road.
No one drives on McCutcheon.
All right.
Road.
Then I'm going to check the the I-75 at Roachton Road camera. That's clear. Let's check the I-75 south at US 20. That one is clear as well. Man, smooth sailing this morning. If you do see a problem, you can text us 419-345-3375.
Also, know that guy that you're behind who's driving relatively slow has left to be on time for work.
Yeah. And also a weather for today is looking like this. It's going to be a high of 39 only, but it's going to start not going to start warming up until like Tuesday, but 39 is the high today. Right now it's 25. Traffic and weather brought to you by Furniture Palace. Doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. Furniture Palace wants to make sure you get the furniture or mattress of your dreams. Go see them in one of their 4 locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. I also got to tell you, my friends over at State Line Sauce Company. You love State Line Sauce. I love State Line Sauce. If you haven't tried it yet, what are you waiting on, my friend? They got so many amazing flavors to choose from. They've got the Tropical Island. The Perfectly Garlic is amazing. The Cali Verde sauce, amazing. I haven't tried, honestly, I have not tried the Carolina Golden Mustard yet. I have it in my fridge. I will be trying that one, and the original is amazing too. They have hotness, but they don't sacrifice flavor. Like a lot of stuff is hot, but this is full flavored hot sauces taking over the 419. Check them out at State Line Sauce CO, StatelineSauceCO.com.
Basement repair, we hear it all the time. My basement only leaks some of the time. like only when it rains really hard. That's like telling your doctor, I only have chest pains when I run. Not really a cure. Well, we know that 40% of the air you breathe at home is from your basement or crawl space, and it only takes 30 to 60 minutes for professional inspection by Toledo Basement Repair. Protect your home. Protect your family with Toledo Basement Repair. Call 419-504-HOME. 419-504-HOME.
I'm Honest Abe of Nationwide Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that.
Crazy!
Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had hair there.
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance. 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Why not make an appointment to see my buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care? Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street and the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel. Fast Lane Auto Repair.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles. But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, you betrayed me. Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Bash on the Bay is back in 2024. Starring Jelly Roll with Oliver Anthony and Warren Ziders August 21st. Party with Ernest August 22nd. 2 incredible concerts at Hood Bay Airport. It's Northern Ohio's biggest party of the summer. On sale now at etick.com. Bash on the Bay starring Jelly Roll, Party, and more.
Attention Northwest Ohio. Do you have a job? Do you want to drive away in a brand new Hyundai today? It's your lucky day. It's time for Taylor Hyundai's double tax refund event. You heard right. Double your tax refund up to $8,000. No W-2 needed. Taylor Hyundai has all your favorite Hyundais on the ground and ready for immediate delivery. Make no payments until spring. Past credit problems? No problem. Get a fresh start at Taylor Hyundai. Financing options for every buyer. Plus, get up to $6,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on any trade when we make a deal, regardless of condition. Now is the time to buy and save thousands. Double your tax refund up to $8,000 on a brand new Hyundai. No W-2 needed. It's that easy. It's time for Taylor. Taylor Hyundai. Shop 24/7 at taylorauto.com or stop in one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Perrysburg, and Findlay. To qualify buyers, make sure that all offers are exclusive and also Hyundai's offers expire 4/3/24.
Meet Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
Bring it. Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of 5 cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Lance, the Princess of Property for Howard Hanna Realty, and K2, the Baroness. And we're just talking off the air before we went on the air. Don't sleep on garlic expression.
I never use garlic expression.
You've
Oh my goodness.
swear to
So
God.
good.
Bro,
Oh,
you can
good.
use garlic
What is it
expression.
for?
Garlic expressions is a salad dressing. It's a marinade. It's you pop it on your veggies and it brings your veggies to life. Dude, it's legit. And it's made locally, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
who makes it? I don't even know. Is it just the Garlic Expressions company? I don't know, but dude, you gotta. And they put like cloves of garlic in it, and then there's spices in it, and then it's healthy, right? It's good for you, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good for you, dude.
Okay.
Garlic
And
Expressions,
it
bro.
like lasts forever.
It does last forever, and you can get it.
Comforting.
You can get it. No, you can get it.
Maybe.
You only use a little bit, is what she's saying. You only use a little bit of the bottle, and you can get it at any of the grocery stores around here. So, Garlic Expressions, if you're not using that for everything, you are missing out for sure. All right, let's get into the health, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, fashion, and finance report. Is your inbox full of unread emails? It's costing you dearly. If your inbox is consistently full of those, a study found that it can leave you feeling flustered, disorganized, and you're more likely to forget responding to things or deal with stuff like bill payment reminders because that thing is full.
Can't do it. I don't know how you people do it. I don't know how you walk your life with like a number 1 and a comma and 3 other numbers after unread emails
So
notifications.
I have one of my I have like 5 different emails, and one of them is an email box that I just use like to get the deals and whatever. When I sign up, on
Which
a
is
website.
so smart.
Right now, I have 4,506,
Nope.
and I usually clear it out at least every 2 weeks.
Really?
And yeah, but like I just get so many emails from stores.
That's
and,
nothing.
yeah.
Here's mine. Mine is 27,881.
I would just shut it down and restart.
Let me tell you.
You don't have any unread. What are my text messages?
Let me just
unread text
like
messages.
here we go. This is mine
I don't know
at
where to
this
see that.
moment, and it is bringing me anxiety.
What?
I have 20 unread emails.
Oh my goodness.
20.
And I tell you,
Amateur.
when I tell you right now, it is something I do on the daily. Like if it gets to 50, I have anxiety.
Really?
I clear out unread email. My junk email folder is cleared out. My trash is cleared out every day, 3 times a day.
Oh.
I mean, impressive.
Yeah,
but-
by the way, I just got a text message in at 419-345-3375. They say garlic expressions is great for pasta salad.
Yeah, that's what I use it.
Oh my
almost
God, it's
all
a
now.
secret ingredient for pasta salad.
I look, once again, I don't know. Maybe I'm just
what
I'm getting locked down in the things that I enjoy.
What?
But Italian dressing is the thing that you put on pasta salad.
It's a better Italian dress. It's better than Italian. Well, I don't know. Is it better than Italian dressing? You think, or do you use them both?
I just use the garlic expressions.
Yeah,
I can't.
I sometimes use both.
A little bit of both. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's probably the best way. I don't know. 25% of men are self-conscious about how their hands smell.
Oh my!
In a new survey, millennial men, 72% of millennial men say they're anxious about how their body smells on a typical day. 52% worry they have BO and aren't aware of it, and 59% said they'd like someone to tell them if they smell. That's why this all body deodorant is becoming so big, because men are self-conscious about stank.
But all right, and maybe this was just I don't know where I picked this up from.
What?
But when I was a kid, like it was
you would measure your brother's penis?
Yes, while we were talking about man fragrance, and like we were always, I don't know what, but I was taught. I don't know who told me this, but they were like, as a guy, you have to smell fresh and you have to pick a scent.
Yeah,
like you have to have, like you have to be pleasant to the nostrils. And I've always always lived my life like that. Like it doesn't. I don't know. The idea of not smelling pleasant is.
See, well, you fall right into the thing. By the way, someone just texted me their inbox 53,511 unread emails.
What are you doing with your life?
Workers are no longer bringing lunch from home despite inflation. That is a thing of the past. People ain't packing their lunch no more and bringing a little lunchbox to work. It's not a thing.
I think that should be a thing, though. Again.
Yeah, you're spending now. You're spending $10 minimum a day,
and I say, and let's rock it. Let's take it back to like old school lunch boxes, like those old tin lunch boxes that had the themed
favorite shows on them. Oh my god,
like the thermos, and like it said DuckTales on it or Buck Rogers. Let's take it back to the old tin can.
Why don't we?
That would be dope as hell.
I think people would use those. They have a store in the mall that's a retro store, and they have like Laverne and Shirley stuff. They have like I Love Lucy, like the tin old school lunch pails. Dude, if someone had a company that brought those back right now, I think it would be you wouldn't keep them in stock.
That like my Kool-Aid never tasted as cold and as flavorful as when I drank it out of my Dukes of Hazzard thermos.
Or remember when you get to bring a soda to school and you wrap it in aluminum
foil, and you pulled it out and everybody knew. They were just like, is it Pepsi or is it Coke?
Right, exactly.
And then like your poor friend would unwrap Tab.
I did get a text message. Lies. I pack my lunch every day. The Washington Post says adults are obsessed with tanning salons again, even though they know the dangers. Why would you go to knowing all that you know? What are you going to?
Dude,
what?
It's a thing. I mean,
I'm saying.
I go to Planet Fitness probably almost every day, right? And I can't tell you how many people I've watched walk in there
just to tan.
Really?
Just to tan.
Wow, even though you know
like
that
flip flops, jeans that just walk in.
You know, you're just getting like, oh man, this dose of cancer is amazing.
You're like,
what?
I'm like, you guys didn't really want to look like us until the 2000s.
Oh my god, I was obsessed for a while.
I know.
Curves are coming back, lip fillers, and you're getting darker, and you're getting bigger butts.
Yep.
Tell me again who you were trying to emulate.
We want to be black so bad. Falling short of 10,000 steps a day like you're supposed to.
I'm about 8,000 short.
Okay. Actually, K2, it's okay. Try 2,200. They say even new research shows that even 2,200 steps per day will lower risk of heart disease and early death. So even if you just spend 20 minutes walking and the rest of the day sitting, that's still 2,000. Just shoot for 2,200 first. Don't believe scientists at the University of Sydney? Okay.
In Australia?
Believe Demetrius.
Yeah, no. I would say probably I wouldn't trust any Australian scientist. So what has Australia put out in the last 3,300 years? What are they known for? What? Tell me, Hugh Jackman?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
I will take that.
But I am not
I will measure. I will measure Hugh Jackman.
I will say this real quick. You can't be an Australian scientist. Your accent doesn't lend credibility to any of your words. You can't go, I've been studying sleeping. And I tell you, right now, 2,000 steps is nearly enough to get away from a kangaroo.
I thought he stopped talking. I don't understand.
You were supposed to cut his mic off.
Oh, okay. All right. That is the health.
Australian scientists aren't real.
Lifestyle, fitness, fashion, and finance report for today.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Northbound Anthony Wayne Trail, State Route 25 is reduced to one lane between Monclova Road and South Detroit Avenue. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. The skies today will be cloudy with blustery winds and a high of 38. Right now, we are at 36 degrees. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
I got a text message. I'm with D. Sorry, Kel. Go ahead. I'm with D. I don't trust anything from the land that produces spiders the size of my head.
and I do want to touch base on traffic. We do have, sorry, I didn't have my thing up the time. We do have an accident on I-475 northbound between Ohio 25 and Ohio 24. And there is an accident on the left shoulder of I-475 southbound at Dorr Street.
All right. Cool. Thank you, K2.
Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely.
Totalmente.
Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyond's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And Doug. Being a spokesperson's easy, kid. Just say, customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Customize and save with Liberty Bibberty.
That's not it.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Musical.
Nope.
Lumberty line.
It's 2 words.
Got to tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple: quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. They have that no credit needed financing. Doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. They're going to hook you up because that's what they do. They're local. They're family owned. You can shop the rest, but you're going to buy from the best. Furniture Palace, 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo; Reynolds Road, Maumee; Woodville Road, Northwood; Navarre Avenue, Oregon; or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Med1 Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med1 Care has all the answers and more. Med1 Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med1 Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med1 Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med1 Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med1 Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andros the Antimatrice in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm about to blow your mind.
What?
Get ready for this one. So I'm fixing the Duchess breakfast, as I do every morning: scrambled eggs, brown rice, salmon, and kibbles.
My God.
And
I ate a Lunchable yesterday.
He treats his dog better than you treat yourself, your own body.
Are you kidding me?
you can come over. I'll put a bowl down on the floor for you. Come on over. But anyway, so I'm listening to Good Morning America, my favorite show, and I'm hearing this article. They're talking about, the price of fast food, how expensive it is, yada, yada, yada. Well, it's not on the menu, and you have to ask for these. And several of these restaurants are doing it. McDonald's, have you guys ever heard of the dinner box?
I saw it on TikTok. I've seen it. It's like, yeah.
Yes.
What's in it?
So in this thing, it's 2 cheeseburgers, 2 Big Macs, 4 small fries, and a 10-piece nugget. There's no drink. It's $12. If you bought all of these separately, it'd be like $26.51. It's $12. So for a family of 4, you can have dinner for $12.
Yes.
Wow.
And enough to save over for your copay when you go to the doctor.
That's right.
Don't, you eat McDonald's. Don't try to act like you're above it. I do too. I want to hate on it too because I know it's so bad for me. But man, sometimes a quarter pounder is just a quarter pounder. Except the other day we took the kids to the McDonald's Playland in Oregon, and I'm like,
what was it? A tire and an engine block?
I told Colleen, I'm like, I'm not eating McDonald's. I said I can't. I'm going to Culver's because it's right next door. So I went to Culver's and brought Culver's into the Playland. The kids ate. The kids ate their chicken nuggets, and then I went over to Culver's and brought food over from there.
Have you ever done that? Like hit up different fast food joints for like different foods?
Yeah.
Like I've gone I've gotten fries from McDonald's and then gone to Burger King for like a bacon double cheeseburger, and they've seen the bag. And it's like, and they see my McDonald's fries and my McDonald's high C.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bring that sandwich. And they're like, no, you wrong. And I'm like, you need to just stop.
I've done it, but I hide the bag. I don't want them to see. I don't want to see how. I mean, they have eyes. They can see how fat I am, but I don't want them to. I don't want evidence of how fat I am.
They need to know I'm polyrestaurantis.
Man, and by the way, dude, I can't believe our video feed for some reason. I don't know what we're doing different. I don't know if K2's got makeup on today or what, but our viewership is out of control right now. It's like triple or quadruple what it usually is on the video Facebook feed. I don't know what it means, but I don't know.
What's going on?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe look at Kelly. Kelly's making love to the camera right now. So
that's what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Man, Kelly, you need to do that every morning. All right,
boop boopy do. That's what's doing. But yeah, but I mean,
you
figure for people. I know, I love that. But you figure for families, I mean, it's tough right now. I mean, with people trying to make ends meet, that's a huge bit of emphasis.
I would like to, like Why do they have these secret menus? Why
Because
can't
they
just...
want. I'll tell you, it's
Why?
super easy to figure
Does
out.
B-Dubs have one?
I don't know.
You have to know.
No, you know what? I'll tell you.
Restaurant,
I'll tell you this. Like, there are a lot of things that are offered on an app, and you have to understand that they give you these deals in exchange for your information.
We don't care. We like
I know.
TikTok,
and that's
when
what
Chinese are stealing our information.
and
We
that's-
don't care.
and
We
I get
decided.
it.
I care.
Yeah.
No, but no one else cares.
Like the first thing they do when like you hit the drive-through, what do they say? Will you be ordering off the app? And you're like, why am I at the drive-through, dummy?
You know why? Why? And I know this is we've been side noting a lot today, but I think it's been pretty decent content. But like for me, like I used to obsess over the election and how much and how evil Donald Trump was and all blah blah blah. But you know what? But you know what? I look back now and I'm like, there isn't one president that has influenced directly my life. So I'm like, I don't care. You guys vote for him. We'll get what we deserve. And we'll be fine.
You know what?
And we'll be fine. And if you love him, I'm cool with you as long as you're not in my face and being all racist and whatever. I'm cool with it. I don't care anymore.
And
I've
see,
decided.
I would agree. I would have agreed with that statement maybe 8 years ago. But I have never seen a president that has had this much effect on local politics because
I
what we
don't disagree.
get is a carbon
You
like
get-
a diluted.
You get Bernie,
Lucas-
whatever his name
you get
is,
a
and
Lucas County version of this dude, and
Well, and
he
school
is
board
now-
versions of him.
and now school board
I agree.
versions of him. Like he's not like any other president we've ever had in history. This dude affects your life on the daily.
Yeah. I don't disagree. But again, I'm just not going to worry about. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to get what we deserve, and if we vote him in, then and whatever happens after that, well, we deserve it. So
and this has nothing to do with sleaze.
I'm sorry. Well, one last thing. If anyone has got, I have not got confirmation that box is locally at McDonald's. If anyone's had that box, I've only seen it on TikTok. So if anyone can confirm that you can get that box for $12, that is a deal.
This got to be the worst.
4 sandwiches and nuggets and fries.
This got to
for
be
$12.
That's huge.
Definitely got to be.
But
the
they're saying
worst
they're not the
time.
only restaurant that does it. Like tons of other restaurants.
Why is this the worst time?
This
Bell
gotta be
does
the worst
it.
time for new employees at these restaurants. They're like, I've never heard of that. It's on your app.
Yeah. Well, McDonald's can't even get the regular menu right. Right. And now you're throwing a secret menu at these workers?
Yeah.
Man.
Let me give you, I'll
Get
give
outta
you a
here.
secret box. Our secret box is full of chicken.
All right.
That's it. That one on Collingwood and Door Street.
Dude, everyone has the McDonald's they hate. Everyone's had a bad experience at a McDonald's.
That's the one. That's the
That's the
one.
one?
honey. That's the one I had to throw my food back at the window.
Burn and Glendale. Burn.
That's yours?
Yeah, I'm excited when I don't get Subway in the bag.
Oh my god! All right, what's going
Burn
on
in Glendale.
What's going on in Sleaze, Steve?
Guys, you know, summer will be here before you know it, and it's time to start planning those summer fun activities. Well, Lollapalooza has just announced their lineup, and the headliners include Blink 182, SZA, Tyler the Creator, The Killers, Hoosier, Future, Metro Boomin, and Skrillex. So there will be over 170 artists performing across 8 stages. And some of the other artists include All Guy K-pop band, Stray Kids, Melanie Martinez, The Deftones, Victoria Monet, Kesha, and Tate McRae.
I know about a handful of those people.
I know, right?
I'm so undecided.
But here's the thing: if you have 170 bands, that show is costing you $1.5 million. I don't even, or something like what? How much are the tickets? They have to be ridiculous.
I don't know, but
so much.
they're on
It's a
sale.
festival.
Yeah, I know.
So it's over
4
days.
4
so
days.
you're talking 4 days, and most of these people like stay there the entire. It's like
Right.
it's an experience.
Yeah.
My weird thing is, can you imagine, right? Like you have kids that are going to a concert, a festival that you went to as a kid.
I know.
Like Lollapalooza was a thing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we don't have like those landmark events like our parents had with Woodstock. Like Woodstock was a one-time event that a landmark event. Now we have just the Walmart of concerts,
right?
Lollapalooza,
the Walmart of concerts.
Is that the one that last year was the Travis Scott?
Were the
issue?
people got
Yeah,
killed?
was that one?
Yes.
Was it Lollapalooza? I thought it was just a regular concert.
Was it?
No,
it was
That's what I
Lollapalooza.
thought. Yeah.
What else, Steve?
4-day festival returns to Chicago Grant Park from August 1st through the 4th, and passes go on sale tomorrow.
All right.
So there you go. So we all have the pressure of the other guys in NSYNC just waiting by the phone for Justin Timberlake to call and be.
That's what Demetrius says. Demetrius says they all just wait for Justin Timberlake to call. But they have a message just for you, Demetrius. What's the message, Steve?
Yeah. So they're saying that's not true, according to Joy Fatone. He says, now a lot of conversations do come up when there's a few things that have been spoken, and we go, no, we're not going to do it. So there have been times I've said no, and he says, you have to. Schedules and everybody's doing things, so either it works or it doesn't. So obviously it worked out for Paradise, the NSYNC track on Justin's new album, but Joy says there are no plans for the group to do anything else right.
They're busy, Demetrius. They're not just sitting there waiting for Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, their vacation. Their vacation days need to be approved. You are absolutely correct. They are not waiting by the phone.
I can't just drop everything like you can, Justin.
Nope. I got to find somebody to cover this shift.
One more, Steve.
This Culver ain't going to run itself.
Well, the internet is all a buzz because Beyonce officially unveiled the cover art for her new album, and it seems like the internet broke because of it. So the image itself is spectacular. She's sitting side saddled on a white horse with a red and white and blue outfit on, holding the American flag. Now, she's also wearing killer white stilettos, a white cowboy hat, and a sash that says Cowboy Carter. But as impressive as the cover art is, it's her caption of the post that's really making waves. She says, I feel honored to be the first Black woman with the #1 single on the Hot Country Song chart. She says, I hope that is from years from now, the mention of an artist's race as it relates to releasing genres of music will be irrelevant. She says the album has been over 5 years in the making. It was born out of an experience years ago where I did not feel welcome. No one knows for sure, but people are guessing that it was when she got blowback from a surprise performance at the 2016 CMA Awards. But it sounds like she has some treats in store for us as well, since I have a few surprises on the album and have collaborated with some brilliant artists who I deeply respect. So
I have never
stay
seen
tuned.
so much blowback over Beyonce releasing, like so much vitriol over her releasing this country song. It's all over Facebook. It's how like I don't
really
is like there are other Black people in country music. I don't understand why all of a sudden there's this humongous amount of hatred towards her. Is it because she's blackety black? Is it because she's married to
Jay-Z black?
Jay-Z black?
Yeah.
Like were we fine with Darius Rucker because he was a blowfish? Is that the thing? Was it because there was an acoustic guitar in his group and we could all wrap our mind around it?
Exactly.
And we can't wrap our mind around if you want to put a ring on it. I don't get it.
Because she black.
But he's making a point, but I love what she's been saying to these people. She's like, okay, this ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album. I'm like, okay, girl.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, she's polarizing anyway. She's not like Taylor Swift. I'm kidding.
And stirring it up.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Stirring it up. He was stirring it up.
That is Steve Sleeves, brought to you by Cocina de Carlos. Who's ready for some chips? Y salsa, es guacamole, es arroz con pollo. Oh, man.
Is the buffet today?
Yeah, buffet today. Are we going?
Wow, you rhymed it. It made me feel like Jesse Jackson told me to eat a buffet.
If you want to go to buffet, I will buy today.
Well, bro, I'm there.
All right. 11 o'clock.
I heard you're buying.
I'm buying. Any
11?
Any of you hoes want to go? I'm buying. 11 o'clock
Of
today.
course, I have to babysit.
right.
Well, you can show up with them. You'll blend right in with the rest of the people.
Andrew's buying. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids.
11 o'clock today, we're going to be at Cocina de Carlos in Perrysburg in the Kroger Plaza. There's also Cocina de Carlos in Waterville and Lupita's in downtown Toledo, the #1 Mexican place in all of Toledo. You do not want to miss the fun, all right?
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios,
we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf.
DJ Insane.
On my lead, could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining. I'm a bee in a dangerous mood. Can you match my timing? Telling me that you really know that what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body if I give you my time. Can you snatch my soul from me? I don't want to wait and take it. Take me where I've been before. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body, whole body. I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini. I say like the solar eclipse. Be watching and you blow me a kiss. It's your moment, baby, don't listen. Come and cut the eye you read in my lips. They say I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini.
Give me up, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're one of our promise, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Know that you don't know it, but you find so fine. Find so fine. Girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine. Mine, oh mine. That is what you are. Honey, you're don't excite. You make my way come on. If you like it, I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. When I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like you. No, I like it. I don't like you. No, I like it.
All out, turn the beat up. Hey, now I'm glad to meet ya. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah, think about it now, blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just out. I'm like, ain't no problem, all my roads are right. All right. I don't like it, I love it. I got another coming in my budget. I got an anaconda in my trusty. Don't push it, cause I'ma hit it till I jackpot. That's right, wax on, baby, wax off. Act right, we can put it on the black card. All night and I spend it.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words that go. Set the roof on fire, gonna burn this mother down, 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 down. Go set the roof on fire, gonna burn this mother down, 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 down.
What if I hurt you? What if I leave you? What if I find somebody else and I don't need you? What if it goes out? What if I mess you up? Say, what if I break your heart and do then what? Well, I feel girl, but not so bad. Will you make your mind up? I gotta ask. What if I was made for you and you were made for me? What if this is it? What if it's meant to be? What if I wanted them for to play some game? What if I was on what if all of these things, baby, I couldn't change your mind? What if I left all these hands away? DJ Insane.
It's ginormous.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop in to one of their dealerships. Test drive in your car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, and of course, it is Wednesday. Ask Dr. D. What is up, Dr. D?
Good morning.
From Serenity Health and Wellness and Serenity Nail Salon, hanging out with us this morning. Someone just texted in. It's like, you're buying Cocina de Carlos and I have to work today? That is not. I'm sorry. I'm buying today, 11 o'clock, Cocina de Carlos.
If we'd had those 4-day weeks.
I know we could be off. Well, not Wednesday. They want to take Wednesday off.
This be hump day.
Hey, this is the guy from room 211 for Demetrius. Since Andrew is buying, I would like to meet you and Demetrius for lunch. I would love to feed him some real meat again. my little mixed marshmallow. I like the way he flips the front of his hat up. Makes me think I can get a little closer.
Oh my God!
Demetrius has a crush. Dude tried to hit on him at Bar Louie.
I heard
he did
about
more
that.
than try to hit on me. He put his hand on my thigh.
I heard about that.
You want to talk about the most vulnerable you'll ever feel in your life is when you're a heterosexual male and another dude puts his hand on your thigh, and it's not like that, hey, good to see you kind of pat,
just
see you later. It's that, hey, I want to get to know you.
What's your name?
The fingers are like coming into the inner thigh a little too close.
Like you welcome to a woman's world, my friend. Like you can feel that knuckle in his thumb.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that feeling all too well, Lee.
And then you're mad at yourself because you recognize how big his hands are.
He did have some meaty paws. I think maybe it was fear that kept me from the room. Buku.
Oh my God. All right, let's get into it, Dr. D.
Yeah, vulnerability is a great transition into our segment.
I recently started planning my wedding. Half the friends I want as bridesmaids are very conservative. They think sex is sacred and should be talked about only discreetly, not joked about, mentioned on TV, etc.
Wow, you sound like you got fun friends.
She said, I used to hold similar views, but I no longer do. Neither do the other half of the girls I want as bridesmaids. My dream bachelorette party is the kind you see in movies. A group of girls going around town, getting tipsy, maybe doing something stupid, nothing dangerous, but just like sexy games, favors, casually, wearing penises on my head, casually swapping sex tips and double entendres. That may not be possible with my straight-laced friends, whom I really like and would like to be included. I pick up others' feelings also easily, so I can't ignore when someone around me is unhappy. I want all my girlfriends to enjoy the party, but 2 or 3 of them won't appreciate the humor of drinking from a phallus-shaped straw. Should I split the guest list and have one party, like a prudish party? This is a good idea. A prudish party and a sexy party, or should I put them all together? What should I do, Dr. D?
Man, I hate when people answer the question before
I know. She had her own answers in the question. She had her own great solution.
It's funny. Yeah. So her friends don't listen to this show, huh?
No.
When I first started listening to it, I mean, we have all kinds of friends, and there's certain friends that I have that it's more appropriate. We just go to a nice dinner sometimes and we have great conversation, and I enjoy that friendship. And then there's other groups that it's a little bit more raunchy, later, play cards, tie one on, and that's okay. What I'm hearing at the beginning of the question was that she was concerned because I thought she was going to say, should I not have them as bridesmaids? And I definitely don't think that should play a factor, as if you feel your bridesmaids should be the people in your life that you feel the closest to. As far as a bachelorette party, I would just be open and honest and say to your prudish friends, I would just say, hey, I don't ever want to offend anybody, and I totally respect what you consider a good time. This is what I have always visioned for my bachelorette party, and I wouldn't lie or sugarcoat it or act like that's not you, because if they can't accept you for who you are, then they're not quite as good of friends as you thought they were, and maybe they shouldn't be a bridesmaid. But I would just be honest on what it's going to look like. And maybe you guys can all just go to a dinner and celebrate, or a brunch. I just went to a brunch for a girl that is not into those kind of things at all before her wedding. And we went to Basil and had a nice brunch, and she wanted to do a paint thing, a wine and paint afterwards. So everyone has their different style. So I agree. I think you can do 2 different celebrations prior to the wedding and I think you'd have fun at both of them.
There really are a lot of options though for that. Like nowadays, if you want to do more mellow, laid back,
I'll tell you a good way to get these prudish ladies into this party is you don't tell the ladies, you tell the ladies' husbands. You go like, look, that thing you've been wishing she was touching more often? I'm having a party themed all about it. And if you can talk her into coming to this, I guarantee you it's going to pay off for you in the end. If you want to just drop her off and speed away, just like,
so go to the husbands.
Honey, it's Tupperware. And next thing you know, she's like, wow, she's Tupper in your wear all night.
Yes, the fluffer party.
You can hear the what? You can hear the
yep.
The fresh. The fresh.
Yeah.
It's so fresh because it hasn't been touched in so long.
And normally in life, I'm like, you never know. Most people, they will end up enjoying it and things like that.
Yeah.
But because she said, I don't want to feel uncomfortable knowing somebody's uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know if I'd want to detriment that. But I do agree with the fluffer party most of the time, because I think people underestimate the good time that they'll have just because maybe they're slightly out of their comfort zone.
I've seen a gazillion bachelorette parties, like a ton, and there's always one or two. It's like the mother-in-law, it's the somebody that will just have BRF the whole damn time, and they just suck the energy out of the party.
Know why you invite the mother-in-law to your bachelorette party.
Well, it's not always the mother-in-law.
The last thing she wants to see is all the things you know how to do with that straw. That is she. Because all she's seeing is her little boy.
Yeah.
She's like, I get it now. I get it. You don't know how to read, but Jesus.
But it's always the mother. It's his mom, or it's his sister, or whatever.
There's always one.
And it's always just bringing the energy down. It's the worst.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna be like that, just decline to go.
Don't invite them. I don't know.
I agree.
They don't get an invite.
If you know that you're that type of person, then make something up that you can't be there, because you're just ruining the whole party for this girl. It sucks. I see it all the time. There's always one or two. They're wet blankets. You're like, God, how does anyone even hang out with you? Miserable.
I agree, and I'm surprised that you are so different from these people, yet you're close that they're in your wedding.
Yeah.
But it happens. So have multiple gatherings. Don't screw up your own time.
Hey, real quick, I do have some breaking news. Perrysburg High School is going to be closed today. Just the high school, high school only, because
they couldn't get it together.
They couldn't pay the electric
They
bill.
were like, it's got to be paid by noon, or else we can't come out until tomorrow. They know. We all know. The scramble is real.
The problem is
you can pay it at Rite Aid.
The electric guy
Perrysburg, go to Rite Aid. You can pay it at Rite Aid.
The electric guy came to the school. They're like, "Do you take check?" Nope. I'm taking your check.
Not yours.
We're not going to cancel school today.
Yesterday we saw that levy didn't pass. No, we're gonna need cash. We are gonna need cash, Perrysburg. I am
Levy
sorry.
didn't pass.
Because that's what they did. They called. They were like, "Hey, we just need tomorrow. That levy is gonna. As soon as we get that levy,
yeah.
As soon as we get that levy,
we'll pay it up
first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning.
And then the levy doesn't pass. You're like, oh man, what do we do? Here's another one for you, Dr. D. I've been with the same guy for almost 5 years.
Congratulations.
I was madly in love.
Way to hold it down, ma'am.
Well,
shout out to you.
Well, I was madly in love with him for the first 3. But after I had my daughter, things slowly changed. We haven't been intimate in a while. I had some female issues I wanted to take care of. Plus, I'm not physically attracted to him anymore. Jeez. He makes little comments about it to make me feel bad. He doesn't want to discuss anything, so talking to him is impossible. We broke up a few months ago, but are back together. He moved all the stuff out, so now he makes me feel guilty, telling me he has nothing and our house doesn't feel like home anymore. By the way, he doesn't pay for rent or household expenses like groceries, etc. I pay for everything because he doesn't work. Yet I have to give him money for his gambling addiction.
Oh my God, stop. This is not a thing. Like, you don't get to do, like, what is, see, this is a crap sandwich.
Women love to stack. Women love to stack.
It's like, I'm not attracted to him anymore, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, he's never paid a bill, blah, 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 blah. Like,
the gambling addiction. I don't know. Yeah. So she says, I don't want to be. She said basically, by the way, she stacks all this stuff. I don't want to be with him anymore.
All right.
But the last time we broke up, he was terribly abusive, verbally abusive. I don't know. I don't want to go through that again. What should I do?
Oh my God! Don't go through it again.
People keep answering their own question within their question.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. Look, you've read off a litany of crap characteristics, and then you go, but I don't want to go. It's super easy. His stuff isn't even in the house.
I know.
Tell him to go. Go to where his stuff is.
Has a dude ever done that before, though? Like, women will stack 9 things on top of each other. Guys don't. We don't do that, right?
No,
I
don't.
think
It's the one thing.
No, we don't have the memory. We don't have the memory
I was
to
gonna say
stack.
it, but yeah.
It is not a thing. We can't pull from like past months. We can't pull from past moments. Like, it is the crazy. We react to what happened today, that moment.
God, that is so true.
It is very true. No, I'm serious. It is. And that's why when men are like, I cannot believe you're accusing me of such a complex thing. And you did this because of this. And it was because of this. And I feel like he's like, wow, you are giving me way too much credit. Like, it is a simple this today. One thing.
I am super dumb.
I know. I can't.
Like, super dumb. And the crazy. And this is how. And when you tell them you're that dumb, they go, only a smart person would take that kind of tact. And you're like, I'm not that complex.
And the problem is too, when they stack, like, we not only don't remember any of the stuff she's saying, we don't even know if any of it's true. She could be stacking stuff that's not even true, but we assume it's true because we assume she knows.
Do you know how many arguments I won 20 minutes after when I finally remembered? And I'm like, oh, if I could have. Oh, wait a minute, let me just get back in the house.
I will tell you that I know men stackers. So
really?
I think that there are men stackers out there.
You know what they are? They are 1 in a million.
Yeah, they are. But
we do not. Those are like
those are unicorns.
Apparently,
you have a
I'm a
unicorn.
magnet to them.
Yes. Really?
Yeah.
Kelly finds unicorns left and right. All right, so what should she do? I mean, is it?
Well,
I mean,
I'm going to say.
We'll send you the softball, Dr. D.
Yeah, I'm going to say something outside of the obvious.
Oh.
I think the the obvious is, just stop talking about it and transition. It's not fair to either one of you. But I do think that maybe you should get counseling and really
couples or personal?
No, just for yourself, because there's obviously some sort of there's just a lack of self-awareness overall. There's got to be, and this person, normally when we get texts in like this, there's some sort of disclosure with blame a little bit on themselves, and this person had named 47 things about the guy and zero.
I can tell you one thing. Why'd you have a baby with this dude?
Right.
What if this has been his pattern and his behavior
after 3 years?
3 years. Why did you have a baby with this dude? And then when the baby's here, say, you know what? Since the baby's here, I am no longer attracted. What made you attracted to him in the first place? What made you think this guy was going to be a good dad?
Can I say something? And then you tell me if it's offensive, because I'm not trying to be. I swear to God, I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to be offensive. But how many babies are you going to have with dudes that there's no future for? Like that they're acting poorly, because at some point past 2, you start to make yourself unlovable by someone else. Is that horrible to say?
No.
If you've got 3 kids, 4 kids, you're stuck.
Right.
And why did you let yourself get stuck if you knew this wasn't going to be a thing? Like, why do you let yourself have 4 kids with a douchebag that was not going to be forever? Like, what are you doing?
And why are you withholding intimacy, for a really long time? Like, why did you think that was going to help? Why are you punishing?
Word.
Why do you think that's going to help? Putting blame on the, bills and the working situation. What have you done to contribute to help him maybe better himself? And so I just think, and we don't know the whole picture, but I do think there's a lack of self-awareness here as well.
But I'm talking more in general though too. Is like you cannot have
I agree with
more
you.
than one. I mean, you have to realize there's no kid that's going to make it better.
But yeah,
Kids
they
ain't
just
gonna
might
make
not
it
have,
better.
They might just not have planned that, so we don't know that
But
situation. But I do
I'm saying
agree.
when you have 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
like what are you
They're
doing?
falling for the potential or thinking that the kid's going to change.
Everybody, I think it's more of on women that I see this, but they look at guys like they're flipping houses. And what you see is you're like, ooh, I look at the area. Eventually, this area is going to get better. So if I could get this house and I can build it up, and I can fix it, and then all of a sudden, now the value and the potential is so much greater in this house. And then you realize once you buy the house,
a money pit.
Yeah, it's a money pit, and you don't know how to swing a hammer.
Yeah, exactly. That last part that you said is actually the most important thing. If you think, oh, time will fix it this way, you don't know how to even contribute to a relationship to better him or better yourself. Do you think just time or a baby or you don't know how to swing a hammer is a perfect analogy. You don't know how to fix it, but you're just going to assume it's going to get fixed.
I'm going to plant a seed, but I'm not going to do anything to make sure that it grows. I'm just going to hope that the dirt does it.
It's crazy. All right, Dr. D, we got more questions coming up here for you. Hang out. Do traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. There is an accident on I-475 northbound between Ohio 25 exit 2 and US 24 exit 4, and in the right lane is blocked. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodrow Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. The skies today will be cloudy with blustery winds and a high of 38. Right now, it is 36. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Hey, tell me about my friends over at State Line Sauce Company. They are the best hot sauce in the 419. Take your food to the next level. A few dabs of this and not only the spice, take the spice level up, but also takes the flavor profile up. And that's where this one puts itself ahead of the other hot sauces, whether national or local. I'll put these guys up against anyone. It is that good. State Line Sauce Company. Make sure you get you a bottle or two. You can get them at Toledo Lamp Company, the Anchor Inn, soon to be available at the Queso Kitchen food truck, or of course on the website, StatelineSauceCO.com. StatelineSauceCO.com. Get soused.
Northwest Ohio, do you have a job? Do you want to drive away in a brand new Kia today? It's your lucky day. It's time for Taylor Kia's double tax refund event. You heard right. Double your tax refund up to $8,000. No W-2 needed. Taylor Kia has all your favorite Kias on the ground and ready for immediate delivery. Make no payments until spring. Past credit problems? No problem. Get a fresh start at Taylor Kia. Financing options for every buyer. Plus, get up to $6,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on any trade when we make a deal, regardless of condition. Now is the time to buy and save thousands. Double your tax refund up to $8,000 on a brand new Kia. No W-2 needed. It's that easy. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at TaylorAuto.com or stop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay, and Lima. To qualified buyers with approved credit, all offers are mutually exclusive. Select new Kias. Offers expire 4/3/24.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med1 Care has all the answers and more. Med1 Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med1 Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med1 Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med1 Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med1 Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56. Unlimited pistol and rifle rentals, 2 targets, rental eye and ear protection, all for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock, the largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
Why not make an appointment to see my buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care?
Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street and the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel. Fast Lane Auto Repair.
Meet Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Lance, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, and of course, Dr. D is here from Serenity Health and Wellness, Serenity Nail Salon, author, amazing person to get your advice from, amazing person to hang out with.
Oh, shut
Although she won't go to the buffet with us, but she's going in 2 weeks.
I'm going in 2 weeks.
All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. Here's another question for you, Dr. D. I recently hosted my husband's birthday party. It was a great party. I reserved for 85 people, including the DJ, his assistant, the party planner, and her crew.
Oh, my God.
On the day of the event, 20% of the guests who RSVP did not show up. One couple said their daughter had a debut party that night. Another family said their son had an outing. Others had legitimate reasons, like being sick or the house catching fire. I gave my guests ample time to RSVP. I sent the save the date cards for 4 months before, the invitation 2 months before, and the deadline to RSVP 2 weeks before the event. I even extended the invitation to allow other adults and kids to come to the party. I was too generous. I think it's rude for the families who RSVP for a certain number of people to dismissively not show up because of another event, not considering that each head count means additional cost and planning for the meal, the seating chart, etc. How do I let them know? I wish they would have told me ahead of time so I could have removed them and myself, or could have removed them and saved myself some money.
So do you think the whole house burned down or just like one room like that? Wow, that is definitely, when people make excuses up, that one is an extreme one.
Right.
House burned down. Sorry.
Can't make it. That is a crazy one.
Just drive by.
Yeah, you can verify that one.
That one's easy.
You're like, you burnt your toast.
Well, yeah, maybe
that was
a kitchen fire. You can't see from the outside.
Sorry, lake house fire. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely a thing. This is a thing that a lot of people complain about. Ironically, it's funny. Actually, it was the day before St. Patrick's Day. We were somewhere, and one of my friends says, because we had a group of people going to Bars Public for St. Patty's Day.
Uh-huh.
And I had like 20 people going, and he's like, how do you get, or about half of them won't show, right? Every time I plan something, people don't show. And I said, oh no, not when I plan some. My friends know, like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
You don't do that. Like, they know I'm a social planner. They know I make it very clear that, you just need to let me know ahead of time. Because if I make arrangements, like Stephanie did me a favor by setting aside tables, it's just, I've articulated that. Like, hey, I think it's disrespectful. I know that things come up for sure.
Yeah.
And you have to have grace when things come up, but to just choose to go do something else isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
So I think it's the person's, it's up to you to articulate that. Now you've been burned once, so now you understand what that feels like. Do you guys recall the bride a few years ago that sent a bill to all of the people that didn't show to the wedding?
No.
She invoiced them. It made like national news. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She invoiced all of them for the dinners for her wedding.
Yeah.
And it was pretty controversial. But anyway, part of it that's just life though. You have something, you have a party. When I, have my speaking engagements or, at the Valentine Theater even, I knew just because the tickets were sold, you have to know that at least 10% are not going to show up. Like things happen, life happens. So you have to have grace. But when it comes to a personal party, I think you have to, if it's that important to you, articulate how you feel. Next time, I always send a text the day before. Hey, just making sure you're still coming. 2 days before, whatever it might be. You have to be proactive. Otherwise, it's not a you thing. This is normal.
But man, you shouldn't have to be like, what is wrong?
But
with
it
people?
is.
I know.
It is.
What is wrong with people though? Like, I just don't get it.
I mean, things happen. They do,
but this is a huge problem in our society today. We have made it easier than ever to RSVP. All you got to do is send a text, and people can't even send a text.
Oh my God!
But what
is it that earth shattering?
Yes.
Is it really that? In the grand scheme of things?
Well, we're not grand scheme of things in it.
Is this about okay? So I'm going to ask you. Or even the lady who wrote this, whatever the hell this is, right? About a birthday party. It's a birthday party for somebody, for the man that you're supposed to love, right? It's a celebration of him. And for some odd reason, you have sucked all the fun out of it. For something, it is a birthday party. You think he's going to care if 4 or 5 of the people that you invited don't show up? I guarantee you he won't know if you do your job. Like, here's the thing. You are putting more stress and pressure on something that should be fun.
I think if there's money
to me.
I think if there's money, like if everybody was showing up to the Mexican restaurant to celebrate a birthday, doesn't matter, but I think if there's money associated to it, like I don't like to waste money. Right. So for example, you just learn as life goes on. The Best of Toledo party, Friday night. I have learned staff that says they're going and I am willing to buy their ticket and I'll buy it's $45 a head.
Can I be staff?
So now what I do with staff is I say, get your ticket, and those people that go to the party, I will be reimbursing you on your next check. So I made an adjustment because I was annoyed because it is annoying if 5 people don't go and I've bought their ticket and it's a couple $100. I work hard for my money. And so I don't mind spending it, but I don't like wasting it. And so I just think I agree with Demetrius to a certain extent, but I think it depends on what the event is. And if you're not willing to lose it, like I wasn't willing to lose it, so I had to make a change. And if I have a party where I'm catering it and whatnot, you have to assume that 10% is not going to come. But if 20, 30% just don't come, then you have to do something to be proactive to make sure that doesn't happen.
I don't understand how 20 or 30% can affect your happiness. It is crazy to me that it's the fact that somebody who here's what the hell.
Well, it was a big party. Doing? It was a big party.
When I hear the word it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing.
Yes. If I'm paying for your food,
your ego is so fragile.
If I tell you
that you need to have in written confirmation to affirm your respect. To know
if I'm putting money, if I tell you we're going to eat today and I pay for your lunch, and so I say, hey, he's coming. Here's the lunch here. I prepaid for our lunch, and you don't show up. That's a lack of respect.
So here's my question. Then, what is the monetary value? Can we set a concrete number where your respect now comes into play?
$29.99.
$29.95?
Yes.
Is it $15.67? If we hit a threshold, is it $10 and under? Then your respect isn't affected at all. At what number do I now as a person have to go? Well, if we're at this threshold, it's a respect.
You're using a lot of words.
I think if you had a date, let's just say, for example, and this nice restaurant said if you don't show, you're going to be charged $50 a head, which some restaurants do. And a lady didn't show up, Demetrius, I think you'd think it was rude. It's not because there's a monetary value. I just think you would think it's rude, especially if she knew the situation. And people do know that.
Well, but from what I've heard, she has not laid out how much money she spent when she invited
maybe
these
that
people.
is the case.
What she did, though, was she was very proactive about sending reminders about the party. She didn't go, oh, by the way, I have thousands of dollars into a DJ and a caterer. And
you
blah,
know
blah,
what's
blah.
funny about that?
And-
I do that. You're right. There is a difference. He is right on that. So my holiday party with my staff, I got to the point, same thing. And I don't want to force people to go. Like, if you don't want to go, don't go. But it ends up being if it's I get 2 drink tickets, the meal, it's about $30 a head. So yeah, if 10 people don't come, it's different than 1. And I will say, hey, just a reminder, I do have to prepay for this. It is, I'm not going to be that tacky and put the exact dollar amount, but it's several hundreds of dollars when a handful of people don't come. I know emergencies don't happen, but please be proactive. I have till this date to give them a final count.
Yeah.
I articulate it like that.
And I think that's nowadays I think you just have to be proactive.
But you also have to assume you're going to have a group that's not going to come. People don't come. Things happen.
What is I have come and I see it often, and it's probably the one thing I really appreciate it on the internet is when you set yourself up with expectations, you set yourself up to be failed by people. When you expect things from them, the thing is you don't have you do the act for the sake of the act. And then if I've wasted $200 or $300, it doesn't matter because I've done the act.
Show me on this doll where people have touched you, Demetrius. Obviously, you've been touched by people inappropriately.
It was her brother during the measuring contest.
I asked, do we do things for the recognition or just for the sake of the act? Do we go, I threw a holiday party or I threw a birthday party, and yet, granted, a ton of people didn't show up, but my husband had the best time of his life.
It's been,
and is that the end result? Or am I mad because 30% of the people I invited didn't show up?
It's been fun. It's been fun playing with you all morning, but now it's just tiring.
Yeah, I don't think it's that we're invited didn't show up. I think it's that said they were coming, and everybody can agree to disagree, and everybody has a different threshold of what they think is respectful. And like for me, like I said, I have a great group of friends, and if they can't go, there's never any hard feelings. They just let me know. And I think that, I don't do things for recognition, but I do have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. There's sometimes where I can only invite a certain amount. And if I would have known, I would have, invited more people. I just think there's just lots of components to it. I think everybody's right in their own realm. So for this person, there's nothing that you're going to do about it. We have to give them advice.
That's the question was, after the fact, what should they do to let you know that that's not right? That's
absolutely nothing. What you learn and take from this is, like Demetrius said, hopefully you still had a great time. 80 people is a lot of people, which is why 20% seems like a lot, but you just learn for next time.
Yeah.
You don't, call anybody out. You just figure out what you need to do next time. And maybe you meet at a restaurant if it bothers you that much. And whoever shows up, that's the money you're spending. You're not pre-spending money, so it won't offend you as much.
And in 2024, I will tell you, if you haven't planned a party lately, I will tell you that it's an epidemic going around of people saying they're going to come or not responding and then not showing up. And I'm letting you know, if you're going to plan a party, you have to be more like Dr. D, where, hey, I know she sent an invitation 4 months, and then 2 months she sent a reminder and blah, blah, blah. But 2 days before you need to send a text, maybe the day before you need to send a text, hey, or this is the deadline, just let me know. You sure you're able to come? If you can, it's no big deal.
Confirming the caterer tomorrow.
Sure.
Are you coming?
Yeah, you have to be more, you do have to be more proactive now with people because they're just dumb and lazy. So you put that's a lethal combination, dumb and lazy.
I deal with a problem now where people RSVP like an hour before the event. So I work, I host these meetings every month, and they're at different restaurants or country clubs around Toledo, and I got to turn in the count a week before, and I usually plan for about 5 people not to show, but then it ends up like the day of, I end up having like 5 people RSVP the day of that they're going to come. It's turned into
both.
I'm so guilty of that.
That's when lunch plans fall through.
Yeah, I am super guilty of that.
they're like, you know what? I was going to go Panera, but the dude canceled on me, so I can eat this free food at your event.
I got nothing better to do.
Right.
Call us.
All right, Dr. D, what's going on at Serenity Health and Serenity Nail Salon?
We still have our 14-year anniversary specials going. Our Best of Toledo. We won Best Nail Salon, Best Day Spa, Best Holistic Health Center.
Okay, we get it.
He's a winner.
Here we get it.
Hey, it's been 14 years at work for this. Well, the nail salon only 4, and we did one last year too. But anyway,
Do you hear that? It's somebody's
You hear
horn
yourself?
tooting.
Do you hear yourself?
Somebody's tooting
You know
their
what?
horn.
Wait, hold on.
you know what?
Do you hear that?
I'm not. You know what? I am not within those walls typically, and my people. I have 80 people that work at Serenity and an amazing management staff. So I am tooting their horn. It is nothing that I am doing.
She just carries it around
If
with her.
I didn't have amazing people, there's zero chance, and amazing clients. So
You just carry around a vuvuzela like that?
I cannot not give them kudos. Don't be a hater, runner up.
I just want you to
guys
know
should
if
be
something
super
happens,
proud.
if something happens to that radio show, we assume we are capable of assuming and stepping in and assuming the responsibilities of a champion. Just so you know,
we're ready.
Yes, and
I think you
Feel
guys
that
should be
voice.
super proud. That's an amazing accomplishment. Honestly, you know how many morning shows there are that have been around so much longer than this one.
and this was just a
That's
general
pretty amazing.
radio show. It wasn't just morning. We had to compete with everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yes,
right.
there's-
So, SerenityMommy.com. Go check out those specials.
Yes. All right. Baroness, one more time.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. The accident that was on I-475 in between 24 and 25 is now cleared. There is lane restrictions on I-475 in both directions between US 24 Exit 4 and Airport Highway Exit 8. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather, powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodrow Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Today, the skies will be cloudy with windy winds and a high of 38. Right now, we are at 35. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
In-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hey, it's Amy Davis. If you're wondering if you need a new furnace, Tom from Wojo's can send you in the right direction.
If you have PVC running out of the side of your house for your vent, it means you have a high efficient furnace already. If it's running good, I would just have it clean and checked. But if you have an older furnace with a metal vent going out of your chimney, you'll absolutely save money, and it will pay back in a shorter period of time by putting the 90% plus furnaces in.
So how do we get a hold of you?
419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Biana's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data? $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan? And an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely. Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See
let's get
website
out
for
of
data
here.
management practices.
With Audible, we could root for a lone astronaut as he tries to save Earth from disaster. Maybe go for a run with the founder of the world's biggest sneaker brand. We could get the tea on the real-life media mogul succession drama. Or find out what life is really like for an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, with Audible, we could go anywhere. There's more to imagine when we listen. Hear the latest audiobooks, podcasts, and originals at audible.com.
Doug.
Being a spokesperson's easy, kid. Just say, customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
That's not it.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Musical.
Nope.
Liberty line.
It's 2 words. Liberty Mutual.
Got it. Don't not pay at libertymuttnoodle.com.
Wow. I guess I'll just do it.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. That's a wrap.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 120.
Furniture Palace. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo; Reynolds Road, Maumee; Woodville Road, Northwood; Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Slees on the 50s.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. MedOne Care has all the answers and more. MedOne Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. MedOne Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? MedOne Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. MedOne Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. MedOne Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Slees on Andrews and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Slees. Hey, Steve.
Hey, happy National Proposal Day, everybody. So on this day,
Demetrius,
March 20th, the days and nights balance.
Demetrius is throwing up in his mouth. I don't know why. You don't understand.
Really?
He needs a Heine lick. Can you give him one, Kelly?
I mean, I think you should say a proposal date to propose anything. Like I just proposed a counter to my client. So
I can look at it like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I proposed a lunch buffet to you, and you accepted. Steve, you want to lunch with us?
Ooh, what time are you going?
Noon, and now it's been pushed to noon.
Yep. To noon. Where's this place located?
Cocina de Carlos is in the Kroger Plaza in Perrysburg.
Yeah, first of all,
I'll be in a White House.
White House, give it a jump.
They make it sound like it's Perrysburg proper, but it ain't Perrysburg proper.
What do you mean?
It is that it's that weird Perrysburg Rossford
line
mating thing.
It's Perrysburg Township, Rossford, kind of with the menage a trois.
Perrysburg
light.
Perrysburg or Rossburg. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I think it's clearly on the Perrysburg side,
Yes, I agree.
Is it clearly?
Yes,
Clearly.
because it's in the back of the
Crystal.
shopping center. Yeah, it's in the back of the shopping center. So
I've never been that far back. I've never
Is
been
it
in that
near?
Kroger.
It's Perryford.
yeah,
There you go.
Perryford.
It's
So
what's
all
up,
right.
Perryford.
So are you coming noon? You'll be in White House. Just bop on over.
Yeah,
I'm buying.
I need a little fun. Oh, what?
See?
What?
When did that ever happen?
I know.
I have a gift card, by the way.
That's a big gift card.
Don't look at me like that, Demetrius. You ain't paying for it. What's the difference? If I have a gift card or if I have cash, what's the difference? You ain't paying.
Are margaritas included?
I don't know.
Girl, you know what it's going to be, a plate full of
Pictures?
chips and a pepper.
Well, let me
pictures
just-
and pictures.
Yeah.
Of
We're gonna push this gift card to the extreme.
It's not a black gift card.
But shit,
just like your belt.
it better try to be.
It's not a platinum gift
Well,
card. It's just a regular plain old gift
Well, you know
card.
what? A gift card doesn't know how gifty of a card it can be until you push it.
All right, Steve, noon.
All right, guys. I'm
right.
liking it.
Give us your biggest story and bring it home.
Well, I think this is a good one. So the Playboy Mansion was an erotic paradise of unending sexual pleasures if you were a guy. But if you were a woman, you just kind of endured it. At least that's how Jenny McCarthy says it was at her time at the mansion. So on Mondays, watch What Happens Live. She said mansion. There was so much sex. There was so much.
How much was there?
Lots of sex and gross celebrities in the grotto areas and stuff like that. She says there were not only hot women, but the ugliest of dudes. She added that, unfortunately, for every 20 guys, it was one girl. So the guys were just in heaven, but also the guys were over 70 years old. She was like, oh, God, they were like really, really old. It was like Viagra Central. So one thing Jenny didn't have to do was have sex with Hugh Hefner because she was married to Kimberly Conrad at the time. And she says, I was there when the kids were throwing bacon at me in the high chair. It was a perfect time. She says Pamela Anderson was lucky enough to be around also at the same time.
All right.
There you go. Sex at the mansion, y'all.
Weird that there was sex at the Playboy Mansion.
Well,
and it was just
Who would've
old.
knew?
It was old, creepy rich men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird that old, rich white men were having sex with young 20-something-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And it was gross.
All right.
Now that you're 50.
Thank you, Steve.
So much noon, huh? All right.
Noon today, Steve. We are going to yes, Cocina de Carlos buffet today from 11 to 2. We'll be there at noon. We got 3 convenient locations. The buffet is at Perrysburg. They also have the Waterville location and Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg. Demetrius dancing. He's ready for some margaritas on arroz, on frijoles, tortillas. Oh, man. Frijoles or beans? 3-5 beans. All right, we'll see you at noon. All right, guys, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.